or the shoulders, he's only going to see red and get more confidence.
Is he trying to run Padope here, Sergio? What do you think he's thinking?
Oh, he's hurt.
He's out on his feet. They stopped the fight. Virgil.
I mean, look, I'm here to fight the best. I don't care who it is. It can be Roots next, it can be Spence next, it can be Crawford next, if he's still willing to do it.
It's that time. It's been that time. Yep, it's the perfect time too.
Oh yeah,
it's the perfect time.
I'm ready.
We're gonna get everybody what they looking for too.
Oh, yeah,
Straight like that.
Yep.
Let's get that money.
That's right.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think after this fight is the fight where I truly feel like I'm 100% back to what I was, and I couldn't have done it without my team, my dad, Robert, Hector, Charles, all the guys helping me spar, Dr. B, of course, and my promoters having my back 100% of the way, and I'm gonna have your back too.
Yeah, I forgot the soundtrack was on the end of that. What's happening, y'all? B3 Picks TV, we back again. All in a day's work, right? Man, y'all punch the like button, follow the page, help the page grow, help the channel grow. We definitely growing. Listen, we building, man. Yeah, we definitely building. What, 516 right now? 516 on YouTube. We got another, we on the road to 2,700 on TikTok, so we definitely building. And I'm about to move around. Right now, it's super cold in Virginia. It's nasty in Virginia right now, yo. Man, you would think we was in Michigan or somewhere, Minnesota somewhere, though, how cold it is. This ain't no joke. But shout out to the Sports Talk Network, the People's Network. We definitely working. Damn, I gotta remember that. Listen, we getting a lot of love and support. We growing day in and day out. We taking it one day at a time, right? Reach one, teach one. The topic of conversation, y'all. The topic of conversation for today is gonna be Goldenboy and Oscar De La Hoya. Y'all see it right there. Hit the Cash App. Support the grind. Support the growth. Support your brother. Listen, we on the Make a Million campaign. Listen, my community is gonna be able to say they made a millionaire. We just building. We building day in and day out to reach our goals. And listen, we selling hope, not dope. So that's something to stand behind, right? You know, letting the kids know that they definitely need to continue to read and write, develop their read, writing, and math skills, because man, it's a lot of crazy stuff going on right now. But let me get back to business, right? Goldenboy Promotions, are they on the hot seat? It looks like they on the hot seat right now. They need to provide Virgil Ortiz for the boost in this fight. That's just that simple. They need to make it work. I think it's some things behind the scenes that Goldenboy are looking to receive monetarily. They want a 60-40 split as far as the overall person's concerned. They want the lion's share over Matchroom, which would be Eddie Hearn and Boost Ennis. I mean, is Boost a bigger draw than Virgil? I would probably believe he will be. I mean, he sold out in his hometown a few times, sold out in Atlantic City. Virgil has done good events, good gates in Los Angeles and in Texas. Excuse me, Cali and Texas. So this is really a 50-50 matchup. You already know that both of these guys have strong fan bases, strong support systems, good teams behind them. You got the legendary Oscar De La Hoya behind Virgil. So that carries a lot of cachet when you have the backing of Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy Promotions. Now, the zone is calling them to the carpet. They saying, listen, produce your fighter for this big event. Listen, time is money. Y'all know this. So when I'm here with y'all, provide my time and we entertaining the public, time is money, baby. So the zone is saying the same thing to Oscar. They telling Golden Boy, listen, time is money. Um, why not have a date locked in for March, April time for really the biggest fight that we all want to see, Virgil Boost. I'm trying to think if there is a fight bigger than that that's actually can be made. Maybe the Haney Boots. I like the Virgil Boots. I like the Virgil Boots. Now, man, listen, Oscar came out and he fired shots at the zone, told him, hey, we got Al Heyman on the line. They got PBC in the works. So now how true this is, I'm not sure. Now, Turkey has the Barrios Garcia fight. Barrios versus Ryan Garcia. That's a Turkey production. That's a Turkey event. So let's just put that out there right now. That's not a co-promotion. Now, Golden Boy and TGB are they staging the event in Las Vegas, but this is a Turkey card. Now, with that being said, the zone, they will, of course, and this is on the zone as well. It's a Turkey card, it's on the zone. Now, the zone also wanted to procure the rights to the Boots versus Virgil Ortiz. And they're not backing down from this matchup. They want this fight. They built this fight up. You know, they've paid Golden Boy and Matchroom millions of dollars to build up Boots, to build up Virgil Ortiz. And it's time. The same thing happened with the Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney fight. You know, the zone invested a lot with Matchroom and Devin Haney. And the zone invested a lot with Golden Boy and Ryan Garcia. So they want a return on their investment. And they want these guys to put the fight on. Now, to think and believe that Devin could have pulled out of the Ryan fight was blasphemy. And it was poor thinking to think that somebody that didn't get pulled out of the fight, right, was going to stop a pay-per-view event from taking place. That's just not how business works. Time is being spent, money is being spent to move personnel around, to move equipment around. You have marketing dollars to invest in different events in different markets. And listen, you paying for training camps. A lot of money is moving around for these big events to take place. So that's what it comes down to, man. Business. This is big business. It's not personal. It's business. Now, is the zone going to part way? Well, Dan Raphael reported. Shout out to Dan Raphael. The DAZN Golden Boy contractual agreement has ended. It's over. They said it ended 3 months ago. This was going to be the Raul Curiel versus Alexis Rocha was going to be a one-off fight. Now that fight is off. I believe they're still going through with the card. So I'm sure Manny Flores, Jorge Chavez rematch will be the main event. So still looking forward to that. I think that's later on today, actually. Yeah, that fight is later on today. So I'm gonna look out for that one. I definitely missed the Nikita Zoo, Michael Zarafa card. I was supposed to put those picks in with my brother Chan Ross, and I knew those early morning fights. I missed it. Yeah, I missed it completely. But make sure y'all tap in with the Chan Ross Pick'em League. Yeah, tap in. Now, we got other big news we'll discuss a little later on. Wilder and Usyk fighting in San Francisco City Center. The expectation is about 150,000 patrons to be there to kind of watch the event. So we're gonna see. I need to know y'all thoughts. Usyk Wilder. Wilder be back. You know, we seen him versus Tyrell Herndon. Got like a 7th round stoppage. You know, he was knocking the rest off. Alexander Usyk, he's the top heavyweight in the sport of boxing right now, and he's taking minimal punishment. Never been stopped. So hopefully the betting odds are halfway decent because Wilder has the power. Hopefully they have like some sparring footage or something drops or Usyk getting dropped or something. We need something to kind of push the you know what I'm saying, push this fight not to be such a lopsided bet, right? Because I think everybody would probably assume that Usyk was going to stop Wilder in this fight. So yeah, so we got to see. We definitely got to see. Hey, listen, if you're in the building, tap the like button, follow the channel, help the channel grow. Listen, if you have to give, give. Bless the cash app. We definitely growing. We building. Listen, check the resume, check the lives. We've been going hard, I believe, since April, May of last year. So our time is about to come. Listen, I'm waiting on that notification. I'm waiting on that YouTube notification, letting us know. Letting us know. Hopefully, they find the application. I don't know where they're pinning it. They're not trying to put pen to paper and lock us in. So we're gonna see. We're gonna kick the door down. We definitely gonna kick the door down, right? We definitely about to kick the door down. It's mandatory. Mm. Yup. We definitely gonna kick the door down. Outside of that, yeah, we want to see Virgil back in the ring, man. We want to see Virgil versus Boots. We want to see these guys lock it in for April time, man. I don't know why they wouldn't be back. I don't know why they wouldn't be back in April. I think that's the ideal. That's the ideal setup, really. Having them come back in April and put on a big event for us. Yeah, yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. Let me see here. I was scouring X to see if there was any updates, but they're saying that the zone is not happy that this fight has not been locked in. They are concerned that Golden Boy is not going to be able to produce their fighter, Virgil Ortiz. Outside of that, man, Canelo is back. So we got a lot of news. Canelo is back. They announced his return. Canelo will be back September 2026. So I'm looking forward to that matchup. Shout out to Canelo. Canelito. He's back. He's getting some well rest, some adequate rest, some well needed rest. And he's gonna be back in Riyadh season. Yeah, he's gonna be back with Riyadh season in Saudi Arabia. In Saudi Arabia. So shout out to Canelo. Now, Raymond Mortaya just had a birthday. Happy birthday to Raymond Mortaya. His birthday was yesterday. Happy belated. Now he will be fighting Andy Cruz on January 24th. I'm excited for that fight, and I'm also excited for the Khalil Cole versus Jesse Hart matchup. That's gonna be a good fight. Yeah, that's gonna be a real good fight. Two great fighters. And Roy Jones Jr. birthday is today. Shout out to Roy Jones. I like that. Yeah, look at Inouye, man. Shout out to Inouye. Inouye is working, man. They showing Inouye. He's working. He's gonna be back here soon as well.
Salutes.
What's happening? The good brother Marky Dan is in the building. How you feeling,
Salutes.
Mark?
Salutes. I'm feeling good. Salutes.
Good, bro. I'm glad to hear that. Now, oh, they're doing Owen Cooper versus Constantine Urso. Okay, cool. Okay, Lou, let me say this to you, bro. Listen, this how we gonna kick the show off. Now, well, we've been here for 15 minutes, but I'm gonna kick it off with Mark. Salute to the family Bentley. Hey, we definitely working. Appreciate everybody pulling up, showing love and support. Now, this is what they're saying, Mark. The zone is not happy that Golden Boy has not produced Virgil Ortiz for the boost in this matchup. What's your thought? And then they also saying in reports that the zone's contractual agreement has ended with Golden Boy. Are you concerned for Golden Boy? Um,
Um,
are you concerned for them this year, or just based on them not having a locked-in network agreement? And the Ryan fight with Barrios, that's a turkey fight. That's a ring card.
Yeah.
So talk about it, bro.
Um, the old giants of the sport, Golden Boy, PBC, Top Rank. I mean, I'm not really gonna throw Top Rank in that pot, but PBC and Golden Boy, they're pretty much dead. Cause on top of this, B3, did you hear Virgil Ortiz is suing Oscar De La Hoya to terminate his contract? So he's done with these people. Like he's done. Like, and that shows me he probably wanted the Boots fight, but the one impediment to making that Boots fight was Oscar De La Hoya. And I don't know what Oscar's thing is, but this is not the only fighter he's done this with. Like you look at Golden Boy's entire roster, man, excuse me, I got a little bit of a cold. You look at Golden Boy's entire roster, they have no champions. None. Or I lie. They got Zerto. They got Zerto. I lie. So they got one guy all the way up there at cruiserweight, and he ain't fighting nobody. Nobody cares about. Outside of that, you had Jaime Munguia, who they tried to present and promote like he was some type of superstar. But in 40 fights, in over 40 fights, he never fought for or I'm not gonna say he never fought for a title, but what I will say is he spent 3 years at middleweight, and he was not only Andrade's mandatory, he was Jamal Charlo's mandatory. And for whatever reason, the fights never happened. As a matter of fact, B3, I remember they were trying like PBC was Showtime Espinoza, they were aggressively pursuing that Jaime Munguia fight for Charlo. And it was Oscar who deaded it. So I think that like Oscar gotta make a decision, bro. Like, why are you in boxing if you don't wanna make the biggest and best fights? Like it can't just at the end of the day always be about well, we'll pay guys as little as possible so we can take home as much fees as we can from the network. And then everybody's happy because everybody's getting paid and we doing business. But that's obviously not the case. I mean, the zone is not happy. And they've made that known. They're not paying for this BS no more. Virgil Ortiz is not happy. He's done with you. And not only that, Ryan Garcia is not happy. He's never been happy with you. This is going back years with Ryan Garcia. This is back when Ryan was on the Canelo undercards, and he was saying that they were only paying him like $50,000 a fight. And then we see the snakish tendencies with Oscar, the way how he treated Ryan Garcia. At like, say whatever you want about Ryan Garcia. I don't blame him for getting depressed and going through all the and going through substance abuse because look at how his people did him. After he got humiliated by Tank Davis in the post-fight press conference, he's by himself. And it's so sad because it was Calvin Ford and Tank's people who were trying to say, "Hey, bro, you did great," and da 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 da. And then it was Oscar De La Hoya and Bernard Hopkins who were trashing Ryan Garcia and didn't even show up to this young man's post-fight press conference. But then when he wins against Devin Haney, oh, everything's yeah, we the best, da 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 da, we the best team, and all this bull crap. Man, nobody's going for it anymore. And Richard, like going back to the real, like the glory days of Golden Boy B3. It was when Oscar was off snorting dope, screwing transmissions and doing all other type of freaky stuff. He wasn't involved in the business. That was when Richard Schaefer was running Golden Boy. And Floyd said it out of his own mouth. I think it was at I think it was at one of the Canelo press conferences. He said Richard Schaefer is Golden Boy, specifically just to slight Oscar. So I'm not surprised. Oscar has shown to be an ineffective promoter. He has shown himself to be an ineffective businessman, in my opinion. And yeah, we're gonna see what happens from here. I mean, like what other networks are there out there in boxing outside of the zone? Amazon Prime, you're gonna do the distribution deal that gets PBC 6 to 8 cards a year? Is that what they're gonna do? So I just this is not a good situation. And then like with the TKO stuff, I talk a lot about TKO buying some of these buying Golden Boy out. I don't even know why I don't even think TKO would bother buying Golden Boy out. What for? Like who do they really got that they would be interested in putting on they who do they got that they would be interested in making fight cards around? Nobody. The most you could probably get out of buying out a Golden Boy is some old classic fights. You know, that's really about it. Like, but yeah, I'm not surprised.
Mugs, salute to the fame Mugs. Yeah, it's probably a combination of both. Um, yeah, Marky broke that down very well. I got some breaking news I just wanted to mention really quick because it came across. Uh, Richardson Hitchens versus Oscar Duarte is going to be on the undercard of the Barrios versus Garcia, and that's going to be in Vegas. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you. Now that's a fire. If that's the co-main or just on the card in general, that's a good fight. Talk to the people, Mark. What's your thoughts on the Hitchens versus Oscar Duarte?
Good fight. Duarte, very strong fighter. Front foot heavy, brings a lot of pressure. I think Hitchens should be able to. I think his style should give him an advantage in this fight. Um, because Oscar Duarte is gonna have to cross an open field where they're gonna be where Richardson Hitchens is gonna be sending artillery and gunfire at him, and he's gonna have to cross that field to get his stuff off. And Hitchens is such a skilled operator; he knows how to move around that ring and punch at the same time and keep you at that distance where everything is really all in front of him. So I don't think Duarte should win, but at the same time, we seen against Limos, we seen that if you can cross that field and get into the pocket with Richardson Hitchens and clip him, them legs could go dummy. So I'm not ruling Duarte. I'm not counting Duarte out, but I see Hitchens doing what he's supposed to do in this fight.
Yeah. So, what you do you feel like? And then there is going to be the IBF rehydration clause on this matchup because if it is for the full 140-pound title, like from your experience, what's more difficult? Is it going to be more difficult for Duarte with all that muscle to kind of make 140 and then have that 10-pound restriction? Or do you believe Africa having done it a few times, do you believe that will give him kind of the leg up in that matchup?
I don't know. I really don't get too sucked into all that weight stuff. Like
Des,
I
what's
mean,
happening?
there was a point in time when we were doing same day weigh-ins for over 100 years, and no, and like so. I mean,
Well, that was
I
probably
don't I
healthier.
don't know how to
That may have
like
been
like.
healthier though, Mark.
I mean, it might have been, but what I'm saying is, I don't know that it will affect Hitchens or that it will affect Duarte or that it won't affect them. I don't know.
Salute to Coach Ellie putting up. Coach Eddie, how you feeling today, good sir?
Yo, I'm good, brother. Hey, I kind of agree with what Marky talking about, man. With the Duarte fight, man. You know what I'm saying? Because when he beat Kenny Sims, that showed me something, man. Because Kenny Sims is looked at as a good boxer, a good pugilist. You know what I mean? And he went out there and he upset the apple cart, so to speak, because I think he did it in his hometown, if I remember correctly. So the man,
Yeah, he did it in
Duarte's
Chicago.
he's a road warrior. That was supposed to be a good fight for Kenny
It
Sam.
was.
Yeah, he to show himself, show him skills, you know what I
That was
mean?
a
And
so-so war.
yeah, it was a good fight, man. So Richard Hitchison, he fighting guys like he just beat who did he just
Cambosis.
yeah, Gambos. Man, come on, man. I mean, I ain't trying to downplay Cambosis, man, but he's a small guy.
But you
You know what I'm
did, but
saying?
you did.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just calling 100, man. He's a small guy. He been beat several times. Devin done pieced him up a few times. He done came up short. Sandor Martin, he got a gift against Sandor Martin. You know what I
Yeah, he
mean?
did.
So that right there was just some easy work for Hitchison. You know what I mean? I think Hitchison stopped it, if I remember correctly, man.
Oh, you mean he got a gift
He
versus
got a
Limos?
body.
Yeah, yeah,
Because Hitchens had a real close fight with Lemos.
yeah. You know what I mean? So exactly, man. So it is what it is. Like I say, I wouldn't be surprised if Duarte makes it a good fight. And one thing about it, he's a strong puncher, man. You know, the dude punches with both hands. He lets his hands go. You know what I'm saying? So anytime you got a guy like that, a two-fisted fighter, you know, who's willing to let his hands go, you always got to be on your A game. You know what I mean?
1000%.
But
My
how
audio
does
might go off for a quick second. Let me ask you this, Coach Eddie. I don't know if y'all can
Yeah,
hear me.
go ahead,
yeah,
brother.
you go ahead.
Ask
Go
away.
ahead, I can hear you.
Let me Coach Eddie, talk to us about this, right? So Golden Boy is at odds with the zone. They haven't produced Virgil Ortiz. Are you concerned about the future of Golden Boy? They don't
No, not really, man.
have a
No,
network deal.
I'm not concerned about Golden Boy. One thing about Oscar De La Hoya, he gonna say one thing and do another thing. He gonna get in where he fit in. You know, a lot of stuff he be doing just his social media stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to stay relevant on the internet, man. You know, Oscar De La Hoya, I don't see him going anywhere. You know what I mean? Because they still got a little platform on YouTube. And he's like say Oscar De La Hoya, he's constantly contradicting himself, man. He talks about Eddie Hearns. He turned around and worked with Eddie Hearns. He talks about Turkey Al-Sheikh, and he turns around and work with the guy. You know what I'm saying? All them guys do that, man. They talk about each other, and they turn around. Next thing you know, they doing business with each other, man. So I take that with a grain of salt, man. Now, as far as DAZN, they are offering 12 pay-per-views per year. I think that's what they're offering their subscriber base. So they're looking to make the best matchups, you know, so they can put those fights on pay-per-view. And you know, Turkey owns a percentage of the Zone network, so they're looking to facilitate these fights so they can, you know, satisfy the subscription base. Because they don't do that, then they're gonna be like, hey man, you promised 12 pay-per-view fights, man, we didn't get them, so they're gonna cancel their membership. So yeah, they're looking to make the best fights, man. You know what I mean? Because that subscription is over $45 a month. That includes all the fights plus your pay-per-view. So yeah, the
What
zone
you
are definitely
what
putting
Yeah.
pressure. They putting pressure on them to make the best fights, man.
what you make of Virgil Ortiz coming out and suing and filing suit against Oscar De La Hoya, you know, claiming breach of contract, interference with with prospective economic advantage, declaratory he's also demanding declaratory relief by just straight up throwing the damn contract in the trash. And it even says, I don't know if this was listed in the lawsuit or if this is just the reporter adding context, but the the
Des,
report
what's happening?
says, yeah, the report says that he's doing this in hopes that he can get a showdown with Boots Ennis. So what do you make of the fact that, at least according to that suit, Oscar is the impediment in Virgil getting big fights such as a Boots?
Yeah, I can dig it. You know, the man, he trying to force the man hand. Cause like right now, Boots out here looking bad right now in these streets, man. You know, his reputation is getting tarnished. You know, a lot of people saying he's a coward. He's ducking. He don't want to fight nobody. So that is, you know, hurting the man's brand and marketability, and it's also holding up the big payday, you know, that he's hoping to get from this Boots fight. Now, Oscar De La Hoya, he's willing to make the fight, but he wants that 60-40 deal because he know him being a promoter, that's going to increase his net worth. So I see Oscar De La Hoya really don't care about getting the fights knocked off, man.
But
You
but
know,
if
he
he
showed
don't, but if he don't have, but he ain't got that type of leverage though, Coach Eddie.
to my
Cause
Virgil.
Boots, I'm talking about Oscar to ask for 60-40.
Yeah, I feel you.
Cause they sitting back. Boots is sitting back looking at the DAZN deal, saying DAZN gave y'all a deadline. Y'all need to make this fight by that deadline. I'm not taking 60-40. So you better come back with a better number. And if you don't, you got to talk to DAZN. And from everything I'm hearing, DAZN is done with this guy, Oscar De La Hoya. He's done with Oscar Freaking Hoya. So I think he should have just went ahead and made the fight instead of trying to do that whole A-side stick measuring contest stuff.
What Oscar De La Hoya trying to do, that's why he trying to team up with Al Heyman. See what I'm saying? They trying to do their own thing. You know what I mean? So They say, look, man, we can take the Golden Boy fighters and match them up against the PBC fighters, man. And they kind of trying to phase the zone out. You know what I mean? I guess they trying to take control of their company again. Cause a lot of times, you get in bed, quote unquote, with some of these big corporations, man. Next thing you start off in the driver's seat. The next thing you know, you in the passenger seat. Next thing you know, you in the back seat. And then the next thing you walking. They don't tuck your whole joint. You know what I'm saying? So I think maybe Oscar De La Hoya is paranoid. Maybe they're gonna try to take over his whole company or whatever. So he probably trying to get out from under that thing. You know what I mean? And trying to work with Al Heyman so they can get something going.
You an optimist,
Yeah,
Coach
he
Eddie. I'll
did.
say that.
Yeah, Oscar did put it out there that he is working with Al Heyman and PBC. I think he's doing that, just to let people know that he does have options. But what network deal does Al Heyman have right now?
He got a distribution
So,
deal.
Yo, the word on the street
right,
that I've been
with Prime
hearing,
Video
man, if they
with no
trying to go
dates though.
to they trying to go to Netflix, man. That's what I've been hearing, man.
That'd be a good move. Who you talking, Golden Boy or Al Heyman, PBC?
Yes, they say Al Heyman trying to strike up a deal with Netflix, man.
Good move.
Cause I think Netflix. You see, Netflix has been getting into the sports business, man. They got
Yeah.
football, basketball, and all that stuff on there, right? If I'm not mistaken.
hmm
So they trying to get up in that market. They trying to corner that market, man. You know what I mean? So I can say
But
it's a lot of moving. It's a
who are
lot
the
of moving
fighters?
parts, man.
Who can they produce though? Who can PBC produce to get a Netflix deal?
You know what, man? I don't even think it's so much about the star power. I just think if you can just consistently turn in a good product. Because even if you want to, ride off the back of Tank, your flagship fighter, the dude only fight once a year anyway, man. Or once every 8 months. That ain't enough to. That ain't enough to,
But that
satisfy
guy,
Netflix.
but you can't hedge your hopes on Tank though. He's not reliable. Like we seen the Lamont rematch that got put off because of that situation on Father's Day. Then the $50 million bag he was gonna pick up with Netflix, that shit got put off again because of another situation. So it's like, can you really can Al Heyman even hold Tank up as a bargaining chip if he wanted to go get a Netflix deal? And then it's like, I think Netflix, if they were to get into the sport of boxing, they would want to essentially create their own UBO with like what TKO is doing, because Netflix and Paramount Plus, they are adversaries, and right now they go into war over their bids for Warner Bros. So I like they not gonna just, I don't think, or I don't know, but I don't think that they would just bring Oscar De La Hoya and the dregs of PBC and Golden Boy just to throw some stuff together to say they in the boxing business. I think they want like real big fights with big names. Like, say what you will about like the celebrity BS fights, coach, like Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. That's still one of the most viewed. That was the most viewed fight on their platform. I think it did 150 million viewers, or no, it might have did 50 million viewers worldwide. You know what I'm saying? Like Zerto Ramirez versus
Hold on.
who?
Let me say this because he said David Benavidez is fighting Zerto. Now, what I'm saying is this: we don't know
That
that
might
that
be a
fight
decent
hasn't
fight
really been
information.
finalized. Yeah, but here's the situation: it's like you still need star power. You got Thurman, all these old guys. Yeah, they do got Errol Spence, Thurman, Jamal Charlo, Jamil Charlo, Boo Boo Andre, Mr. Gary Russell. All of these guys, right? Now, are they enough to, procure a long-term agreement? And what kind of cards are they gonna put together? Now, Barrios, for all intents and purposes, he might get knocked off by Ryan in February. Um, like you said, Tank is dealing with his issues, and then David Benavidez, he's gonna fight Zerto probably on a zone card. So we just gotta see, man. We just gotta see.
I agree
Marky,
with you. I agree with you,
go ahead,
man.
coach. My
I
bad.
agree. Nah, I was just agreeing with you, man. Like I say, you do need the names, man. So I don't know what's, I don't know what's on the horizon, man. Like I said, a lot of them old heads, man, they get ready to get out the game, man. So it seems like they trying to cash in on them guys, why they got a little bit of name, but it's just like you said, there ain't enough dates, man. See what Al Heyman was doing, which was smart when he came in the game, was that he would buy all the TV dates up and he would lock all the venues down. That's why they tried to accuse him of having a monopoly on the boxing game. Because if you want to do a show on a particular date, you go pull the date. Al Heyman already had it locked down. You see what I'm saying? He already had the TV date. He already had the network locked down. So that's why Goldenboy was trying to take the brother to court, man. Talking about you try to put a monopoly on the game. And like I say, monopoly, and what's the man name? That we used to work with Al. We used to work with Oscar De La Hoya, the dude that let the contracts expire. So that's how Goldenboy lost all their fighters to Al Heyman when the contract expired. He was able to pick up all them guys. Remember, a lot of them guys started off. Al Heyman, almost his whole roster, 90% of the roster was the Goldenboy fighters, man. The Charlos, Deontay Wilder, AB, all them guys was on Goldenboy at first, man. Then Al Heyman came in the game, scooped all them guys up. So now you see all them guys, like I say, the PBC, they really ain't got no young stars, man. I mean, the best thing they got going right now is David Benavidez, man. If you really want to keep it 100. And of course, Tank, but like you said, like my man just said, Tank, he in and out the game. You know what I mean? He got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. So you really don't know what's happening with him.
T Hill. Salute to the family. West Coast is awake. Pull up, T Hill. My audio about to
Yo,
go out. We got free pulling up.
Frio.
Yeah, and you cooking, coach. What's going on, free? How you feeling?
Chilling. What's good, everybody?
Listen, taking it one day at a time, free. Talk to us about this situation, man. They Golden Boys agreement is up with the zone. It looks like they're having issues producing the Virgil Ortiz versus Boots, or well, Virgil Ortiz for the Boots fight. Are you concerned, or is there like a level of concern that Golden Boy and then Oscar coming out saying now he working with Al Heyman, and we already know all the history there. Do you believe that Oscar can survive in this climate without the zone?
No. I mean, where is he going to go? He can't. And I mean, it gets bad before it gets better because it looks like Virgil has filed a lawsuit against Oscar to end his contract with Oscar as well. So it's going to get bad before it gets better.
Yeah, yeah, I'm seeing that
No,
as
but
well.
I don't think he can survive without the zone because where's he going to put his fights on that? Is he going to do like pro box and go strictly to YouTube? Because he has put fights on YouTube, but that's pretty much what he will have to do because he's not going to be able to get a deal with Amazon, um, and then Netflix. Maybe he can strike a deal with Netflix because it seems like Netflix is looking to get into boxing full time. So maybe he can strike a deal with them, but I just don't see where he's gonna go if he can't be on his own.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with you. It's looking shaky, unfortunately. It sounds good. Oscar has a good poker face, but when you don't have any backing or any network deal, um, it's not looking good. Now, it looks like Oscar is positioning himself to have Al Heyman kind of save him. I know he can produce a few fighters, right? He still has some fighters under contract, but does he have the big names? And now with Virgil, like outside of Ryan and Virgil, and I'm trying to think, Zerto,
Um, Kid Austin, those are his
Kid, yeah, Kid
four.
Austin. Hmm.
Those are his four biggest name fighters.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
you got
those are his 4 ticket sellers.
yeah. I mean, you got Alexis Lawson fighting tonight, but nobody saw any promotions for that.
and he didn't pull out the fight, so that fight is off now.
Oh, that's what I thought it was his opponent. It was Alexis.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's even worse.
Hmm. Yeah. So Oscar, it's not looking good right now. Hey, look, D1, salute to the family, D1. Pull up if you can, D1. Listen, he said, love how the boxing god shat on Oscar with Alexis pulling out. They're paying attention and don't take kindly to not making fights. FYI, this Virgil thing can all be a PR stunt. Okay. We're
I
going to
don't see
see.
how. I don't see how because the zone is not playing with them. The zone is not playing no PR stunt game. I like what Coach Bernard Hackett said when we was on BBO. BBO asked him, "Oh, why is the zone threatening Oscar De La Hoya?" And Coach B said, "Nah, it's a promise. So they don't make this Boots fight, and it look like they're not gonna make this Boots Virgil fight because, like Free said, and like I said earlier, Virgil is done with Oscar. He's done. He's trying to get up out of there. So yeah, I mean, they I don't see how he gets back on the zone train. I mean, unless like what you said, that Benavidez Zerto fight, maybe that might have some juice on the bone. Maybe that might, you know what I'm saying, sate the zone gods for a little bit to just back off and maybe consider giving them another year. But
Let me
I
say
don't
this
really see
though.
it.
The way
I don't really see it.
Benavidez, the way David announced the fight in the ring leads me to believe that Zerto may be out of his contract with Golden Boy. Cause we never, we don't never hear fighters do that with no poster, no opponent in the ring. So I thought that may be a little telling right there. And then also, and we're gonna bring D1 in, but also at the end of the press conference against Lubin, Virgil said he 1,000% was in support of his team and Golden Boy. So now it's kind of a quick pivot. So that's what I'm saying. It's kind of a lot happening in a shorter period of time. And Virgil's not the type to bite the hand that feed him. Now, if it's business, if it's managers saying we got to move another direction, that's one thing. But Virgil's like a team player type of guy. D1, how audio coming through? Talk to us, D1.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
All right, bro. I'm gonna try to get through this without cursing. This shit,
Appreciate you,
this is
family.
WWE, guys. Like everything you see out
Yeah.
in the public, like on Twitter, I take that with a grain of salt. I don't for 1 second believe Virgil's out of a contract with Golden Boy or none of this. None of it, bro.
Mm.
It seems just all kind of convenient and timely. It's like, bro, I just take it with a grain of salt. And I just love how, like my chat said, I love how the boxing gods shat on Oscar. Bro, you're literally depriving boxing fans of one of the greatest matchups we can get in 2026. It fell into the zone lap. Your TV promoter, who definitely doesn't have Golden Boy under contract. It's a fight by fight basis.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't take kindly to that. You're jipping boxing fans out of a great fight. That two early stoppages. We could have rolled right into that fight, had a whole bunch of guys on the card, big event for DAZN, Golden Boy, all parties involved, Matchroom, all of it. But instead, this guy wants to block his blessings, so to speak, and try to stop Virgil from going to be great. Virgil wants to be great. At least he's saying that. He's saying
Yeah.
that in the public. So I don't know why you would want to block your blessing like that. I really don't, man. Just because he's gonna lose, you never know, man. This is boxing. Virgil got some dump with him too. So like
I'm with you
fights
on
are
that. Salute to the beautiful style by K today. I'm gonna rinse you up. Appreciate you pulling up, showing love. D1, let me ask you this, because you said that. Do you feel like the Boost Virgil is the biggest fight in boxing, or is there another fight right now? Do you
no,
believe it's bigger?
it's for us. There's way bigger fights than that. Like for us, like us guys on the panel,
Yeah.
D3, you Marky Dan and I can't Coach Eddie. Like we love it. It's huge for us because it's got so much implications to it and something we've been watching marinate for the last 5 years. It's huge to us. It'll be big in Philly, but I don't know about a big fight. Like man, we get this shit confused all the time. What a real big fight is, and there's much bigger fights. Tank and Ryan too, way bigger fight tanking anybody right now if he can get out of this shit, which I don't think he's gonna, man. I think this one's gonna stick a little bit. But there's much bigger fights. David Benavidez and Better Beeve, I think, would probably draw more numbers than that. David Benavidez and Bivol, even with Zerto. Zerto's got a whole country with him. You know what I'm saying? David Benavidez got a country with him, and we'll get behind him. He's my favorite fighter, but the rest of the fans will get behind him in the Zerto joint. And the reason I think they did that like that is because they had to sneak Turkey, blindside him, and say, "Yo, I'm going over here to fight this guy." And you got Oscar De La Hoya doing business with PBC, trying to make his fighters fight PBC so he can get on Amazon Prime. Because as we just all heard in the last couple of days, he got a fight basis contract with the Zone. He's got to go somewhere, put on fights with somebody. You know what I mean? So
1000%. And
that's what it is, though.
let me ask you this, D1, why I got you here, because they did announce today that they're gonna put Richardson Hitchens versus Oscar Duarte on the undercard of Ryan Barrios. Talk about that fight for us. Who you like in that
Got
matchup?
Duarte. I got Duarte, bro. And again, in
Mm,
boxing guys, like I know Richardson Hitchens, great pure boxer. Kid looks fantastic, looked great against Cambosis. But I remember the Lemos fight. I remember how he was starting to crack under Lemos pressure. Oscar Duarte is a much higher level pressure fighter than Lemos. This is a bad fight for this kid. He probably should have just lowered his cost and took Keyshawn or somebody like that, bro. Duarte's a tough fight. It's not in a technical aspect of boxing. I'm talking about a fight. That kid's coming to fight, bro. He just beat Kenny Sims in Kenny Sims' hometown, bro.
that was a big
I don't
win.
know. I don't know who's controlling Richardson Hitchens' career, but he got some nerve asking for all this money. You can't draw $2 million to your birthday party. How you gonna ask a promoter to go in the hole with you right off the rip? Like
Yeah, that's
these
wild.
kids don't
He
make no sense, bro.
he's
There's no
with Key
money in this
Conley.
game. No money in this game right now. None. Barely. No buzz. No money besides Turkey blessing these dudes, and he's doing it on purpose. He's trying to
Mm,
bottom this market out. Like, man,
Speak the facts, D1. Speak the facts on these guys.
this shit
Tell
is
them.
crazy, bro. I don't understand what people
There's
don't
no
get,
money
bro.
in boxing outside of Turkey
None.
right now.
There's a couple guys that can draw some serious interest, but the casuals come and go with those guys. These guys got to do something. Keyshawn Davis might be the brightest light out of all of them.
he's a bright,
He
but
gets
Abdullah
pe-
Mason
he
too.
gets pe- he get, but Abdullah don't got the personality like Keyshawn. You gotta
Great
have
point.
that.
Got to be
That's the
outgoing.
it. And I think Abdullah got his own it factor in the ring, but outside of the ring, he's very like you know what I mean. He fumbles
Chill.
over his ears.
Too
He's kind
chill.
of like Tank in that way. But I don't know why people take towards Tank and don't for him. But Abdullah's still young in the game, and I'm pulling for him harder than I'm pulling for any one of them. I love Abdullah Mason's character, the way he goes about this shit, what he's about as a man, his faith in the Lord, everything he's got going on. I like him, but the
Yeah.
casuals, I mean, you want somebody like Keyshawn yelling in the camera and shit. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Doing all that
And
good stuff. And I think he could be the next face of boxing potentially. Boots can be it, but people don't like
now,
the
to
terror.
your point about putting money in boxing, right? Paramount did come in and secure agreement with Zuffa. They're picking up the fighters that they can, right? They got Rayo. They're picking up a few other fighters, right?
Two
What's your
fighters.
thoughts on? Do you feel like Zuffa can possibly be a bigger player? With kind of in the
Listen,
future. What's your take?
I've
And
been
Paramount
here.
Plus.
Yep, I've been here for 3.5 decades, hardcore since I was the age of 7. I don't barely follow football. The only team I watch is the Buffalo Bills and my son's football. I don't follow anything else but boxing, and I've been this way for 3.5 decades, bro. I've seen many players rise, many players fall. This Zuffa shit, timing is everything in boxing, man. And it
Yeah.
covers all bases, every aspect of the sport. Timing is everything. They're coming in at a time when these so-called superstars, they're literally the biggest ones about to get locked up, and the other guys want all this crazy money just to get in the ring to make the promoter get set back a couple million because nobody's paying for it. Nobody's invested in none of these other guys, and they're only fighting one time a year. When Dana gets a hold of these guys and makes them go out here fight tournament style and put programming behind them and put it onto national TV. Cut it out, bro. Where do you think people grow closer to boxing at? when they know the stories, when they can see the actual guy and get to know the guy that's throwing the punches, because the sweet science of boxing ain't never sold shit. Ain't never got no interest. Nobody cares about boxing. They care about the people throwing punches. That's it, bro. Zuffa got
What's
a better chance than any fucking body I've ever seen come in this. My bad for that word. Anybody
yeah.
at any
I
time.
just want
I don't like it because I want the fighters to get paid, but I'm gonna damn sure watch. I'm a junkie. I love boxing, bro. I'm gonna watch two
Yeah.
fleas
Speak the
fighting.
facts to these
If it,
guys.
Okay.
you know what I'm
Now,
saying?
Speak the facts to these guys, D1. I've been
hey,
saying
now
this for
D1 cooking.
months.
I appreciate him coming up here. We don't get him all the time, but this is D1 in rare form.
Yeah,
Now,
bro, because the boxing has got me fucked up right now. It just got me sick, dude. These guys need to fight more for a cost that we can all make money. All parties involved can profit off of it and benefit from putting on an event with your name headlining on it. But instead, you want $2 million that you couldn't even draw that in if it was your funeral. Like I don't see any of these guys drawing this kind of money. Keyshawn, maybe that's it. Shakur, maybe that's it. And the kind of money Shakur wants, he can't do this neither, bro. It's crazy,
now,
bro.
I don't want to listen. I got a lot. I got a lot to get off my chest right now with you because I don't get you all the time. But Devin Haney, now he has one fight left with Turkey, and they're saying that he's probably gonna have to wait until the end of January, end of February, before he can get a fight. It's looking like that ticket on that price tag is a little too much for Lewis Crocker, or Eddie said the price the fight was too expensive, right? What's your thoughts? Who do you feel like Devin? Who's his best bet? Who should he fight? And then I want to know your thoughts, and we'll move it around.
I'm
But I
gonna
want to know your
say
thoughts on
something.
Usyk versus Wilder.
You're gonna be shocked about what I'm about to say, but I'm gonna say this and I fucking mean it. I had Devin Haney all wrong. His mentality and how he goes about this shit, because he's making all these other guys around him look like they're not even got close to the same path as him. He's going
Yeah,
for the top guys. I may not like the way the kid fights and his dad caps a little bit, but as far as him versus the rest of the field, he's making them look like shit.
right.
Like real talk, man. These guys want all this shit, and I get it, man. He got a blessing from Turkey, and which when Turkey goes away, it's probably going to be hard for him to get fights. It's going to be hard for him to get fights even with Turkey. Turkey don't want to pay for Lewis Crocker because Devin Haney comes with a hefty price tag, and with this money that these guys are asking for, Turkey's part is most to blame. You're overpaying them for one fight, but then won't overpay them for the next, and now you know why you can't get fights made.
Yeah,
It's just like shooting yourself in the foot. But shout out to Devin Haney for at least going after tough fights and trying to make boxing work. Shout out to him for real.
yeah. He's definitely and people don't really want to put his name in there with this guy because he's such a devastating. He's well, he's just hurting people. David Benavidez. David is
David,
moving like a young guy that's moving like that, and him and Devin are close in age. But Bam is up there. He's doing it.
yeah,
And we want to see him in higher weight classes,
Devin,
but
David, Devin, Monster. There's a couple guys
and
that
now Shakur.
really.
Shakur is moving for his fourth division,
We'll,
so I have to include Shakur.
we'll throw him in there because T.O.'s a top dog, man. I know
Yeah.
everybody's seen him look like crap against Cambosis, but that's any given Saturday, man. People don't understand what a fighter needs to go right in the course of 8 weeks to look great in the ring. Like anything could be bothering you and make you look like shit. People are too hard on fight to fight. You know what I mean? We put too much into
I
it.
always say this. It's about how you show up on the night.
Yeah, man.
And
Anybody
one
can
dude
win
could be
any fight.
depleted, and one dude like the Ryan and Devin, right?
We've
Ryan and
seen
Devin,
it.
that's really a 50-50 fight, right? But if you if you ain't on your A game, you gonna get your ass kicked. Like that's just how boxing is. It's about how you show up on the night, man.
That's a fact, bro. That's a fact. And I hope to God the rest of boxing can come together in this tough time of you got a real deal competitor, and they're going to try to throw salt and shade on Zuffa and what they got going on and say that's the B leagues and yada yada. I love pro box, bro. I will watch pro box over most boxing. I love that kind of boxing because you still know
Yeah,
what they're fighting for. They're still trying to
talk
get
on.
to the top of boxing. So, man, we're just in a tough time right now. So the one thing that I think Zuffa and Dana White is going to breed is competition. They're going to make these guys do their job because they're definitely going to do theirs. Dana gonna put on some
Yeah.
fights, bro. So, but the best he can, anyways. He's gonna make the best guys fight the best guys, and you know what I mean. He ain't got too many picks. He's gonna make these guys fight. So, I don't know, man. I think boxing should get it together. I'm about to head back in the building from lunch, bro. I appreciate you. Stop through, smash the
Appreciate you,
like, share.
D1.
Appreciate you too, man. Fellas, y'all have a great day, man. Keep cooking. I'll be in the chat. I'll be
All right,
listening.
lock. That's a lot.
All right,
Salute to
peace.
D1.
TD.
Salute to D1.
TD Sports Talk in the building. Listen, y'all tapping with TD Sports Talk, and make
Chop
make sure
cheese,
y'all
chop.
check out the Angry White Man, D1 man, coming over, showing love, building technique in the building was good, man. Appreciate y'all showing support. Listen, we getting a little feedback. Maybe that's me. I'm not sure. Hold on, let me see. All right, I think we good, right? We about to cook with it. We about to keep cooking. T Hill, pull up, man. What's happening? The West Coast is awake. We got BVO in the building, Cleveland in the building. Let me say this. Shout out to TD, real supporter, man. Pick up TD from the Bronx, man. Pick up our guy TD. Hell of a guy. Now, we've been talking about this, and this is really BVO's I'm almost in belief that BVO gets a check from Golden Boy, but I don't want to put my brother out like this. But this is his team. Virgil Ortiz is one of his flagship fighters. So we really got to hear what you have to say about all of the allegations. Virgil possibly suing Golden Boy, trying to get out of this agreement, and them also blocking the boost in this fight, which would be a great fight, potentially legend making fight for Virgil. Um, Talk to us, man.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
I salute to my man Puerto Rican Free. Salute to my man Marcus, man. But I just want to say this. I heard this from somebody that's inside the team. It's never been Virgil. We all know Virgil beats the life out of Blue Tennis. Blue Tennis is a 28-year-old prospect. Only thing we can't give him credit for is being unified ring magazine champion. But as far as the big names, he hasn't had the opportunity to fight. So Virgil tried to handle this behind the scenes. This is exclusive stuff, and it was told to Virgil that I'll take care of it from whoever told him that they would take care of it. Virgil has been waiting for months. Virgil wants this fight. When Virgil made the fight, when they fought at Dickies Arena, it was planned for Boots to come in the ring. It was planned for them to talk trash, get some hype for the fight, and then they were supposed to be fighting either in March or July is what I was saying. It was either March or July. But for whatever reason, Oscar is playing games because Oscar wants to make in-house fights. Oscar wants to do fights where he get paid on both sides of the card, just like he did with Lubin. People don't know when he did that fight with Lubin, Lubin got a 2-fight deal. So it wasn't like he was negotiating against himself. He just doing some old school cheapskate promoter stuff. And now Virgil's fed up with it because Virgil already made it clear he wants to be the best. The reason Virgil hasn't fought for titles is never been his. It's never been him.
Did BVO cut out?
No, I think he just stopped talking. He might have cut out, but I think he stopped.
I mean, I agree with him. I think Virgil wants to fight. I don't think Virgil is a coward or anything like that. I don't think he's scared of boot tennis. But it's apparent, people around him didn't want it, probably for a reason. Because Boots will put hands and feet on him. I mean, you got to remember, it was Virgil's trainer who said, "Yo, we need 48 months to prepare for this fight." So maybe Oscar felt, let's give him another 12 months. I don't know, but Virgil is sick and tired, and he's done with the way Oscar do business. Salute to everybody in the chat, man. Smash the like button. hit the Cash App. It's a great channel. If you're new over here, please subscribe. Shout out to my brother Technique. My brother Technique from Ireland. How you doing, bro? Hope you're doing well.
Yeah,
Shout out to
I mean, Virgil could want to fight, um, or it could be another reason why Virgil want out of the fight. I mean, out of his contract. It might not have nothing to do with Jerome Bruce. It might be the fact that Virgil's been a interim champion multiple times, and he has never fought the champion yet, and he's been under Oscar De La Hoya the entire time. So, I mean, like I know VVO called Jerome Buchanan a 28-year-old prospect, but hey, Virgil looks more like a prospect to me. He hasn't fought no big name fighters. I mean, the biggest name fighter he fought was a guy who's never been champion himself, and that's Erson Lubin. But it just, I think, I mean, it could be the fact that he wants to fight, or it could just be the fact that he's been under Oscar this entire time, and he has never had the opportunity to fight for a title yet. This man's been, like I say, he's been the interim champion multiple times, and he has never fought the champion. So what are you really doing? What good are you if you're not giving me the championship fight? I mean, I can. Virgil can do this with anybody. Any promoter can make him an interim champion or get him the opportunity to become an interim champion. He wants the opportunity to become a champion. You're not giving him the championship fight for whatever reason. I don't understand why he's not getting the championship fight, but for whatever reason, he's not getting the championship fight. And so he probably just tired of being a interim, a money machine instead of actually being out there and really making some money.
I agree. I agree. Any promoter could do what Oscar De La Hoya is currently doing for Virgil Ortiz, which is squat. I mean, the man's been through three weight classes, has never even fought for a belt. So I don't
You
know
say you've
what
been through how many
exactly
weight classes?
three.
Two.
He,
You've been to two weight classes.
no, Virgil
Virgil
fought
fought
at
at
140.
Virgil fought at
Virgil
140.
fought at 40, yeah, he fought at 40, 47, and 54. So this would be
Okay,
his third weight
I wasn't. I
class.
wasn't. I
I
wasn't.
didn't
I
know. I didn't
wasn't.
know he fought. I didn't know he fought at 40. I'll be
Yeah,
honest. I
I
didn't know
didn't
that.
know he fought at 40. And
Well,
he very well
he
could
wasn't
have.
at the he wasn't at the I'll say he wasn't at the championship level yet. So let me give that context to that. But
Yeah, I
my
mean,
whole
like I
point
said,
is Oscar De La Hoya is not doing nothing for this kid. So I would
yeah.
agree. Like,
So
what's the point in them staying over there to do what?
yeah, I mean, like I said, Oscar. This not like this is the first guy that left Oscar. I mean, we saw what happened with Jaime McGill. He left Oscar and he became a champion. But Jaime McGill didn't fight anybody. The first time he fought somebody, he got beat. He didn't fight anybody. This, y'all know Jaime McGill was daggone Jamel Charlo's mandatory, or he was the interim champion to Jamel Charlo for 4 years. 4 years. Never
Yeah,
fought Jamel
I
Charlo.
talked about it. I talked about it before you came on. Not only was he Maul's mandatory, he was Andrade's mandatory for 3 years.
Yeah, this man had
And
never.
they were on the same network.
And it seems like that's exactly what Oscar's doing with Virgil. It seems like that's what he's doing with Virgil. The man has been an interim champion multiple times. Remember, up until last year, Ryan has never fought for a title. He would have fought for a title for Devin Haney, but he came in overweight. He never fought. Up until last year, that was the first time Ryan fought for a title.
That's factual. I really don't know what it is. I don't know why they in the business of boxing. Let me see. Ortiz 24, yeah. I'm looking at the Virgil Ortiz lawsuit right now.
Hey, sometimes you gotta get away from the promoter if they not moving you the right way. And I know people be like, "Oh, Oscar De La Hoya, he this, he that." That doesn't mean he's a great promoter to a particular fighter. He can be a great promoter to other fighters, but doesn't mean he's a great promoter to the one that has him in question.
So the
I think
lawsuit is saying that Virgil's contract allows for Ortiz to terminate his Golden Boy promotion. This is what he's alleging, or this is what his lawyers is alleging. They're saying there's a clause in his contract that allows him to terminate the contract if Golden Boy ends their relationship with his own. So it looks like he's trying to get ahead of the game.
I mean, it's not only that. You got to remember, Oscar
The
keep making
agreement with Golden
promises
Boy
that do not keep, and
concluded.
it's the same thing you
Oh
seen
no!
when
So
you
January 13th. Okay, so it says Golden Boy. Wait, so they don't even have a deal with the zone right now.
No, their contract is coming to an end. They was looking to extend it, and the only way they can extend it is if they was to produce the Duran Buchanan fight.
Claim for declaration relief.
can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we hear
Yeah, I
you.
can hear you.
Oh, okay, my bad. You know, Marky
But
be
if
talking
that's
like
the
nobody
case,
talking, so I'll be like, damn, can y'all hear me?
but
Go
if
ahead,
that's the
my bad.
case, then it's already over with. Virgil already gone. If that's the case,
Man, Virgil's not going nowhere.
I just read you the fine. I just read you what
I
his
mean, you can
lawyers
read
are
me
claiming.
whatever you want. This what I'll tell you about that I've learned from getting to talk to people in boxing. People sue and do this all the time. Just like when people don't understand, you'll fire your manager and then you'll hire them back so they come at a lower percentage than when you sign a deal. This is just business. I think at the end of the day,
This man BVO keep cutting out.
It's just so hard. You gave me Mark.
I can. I can.
Yeah, man. Listen, shout out to the Sports Talk Network, the People's Network. Listen, we definitely working. BVO probably moving around, picking up some groceries. You never know. BVO, he's a family man. So, man, we appreciate our brother always showing up, showing love, supporting. Hey, the grind don't stop. Bless the cash out, man. Help the channel grow. We got Democracy 101 in here. We got D Free Sports Talk. We building. Um, all right, let's get back to it. I missed a little bit of the conversation, but at the end of the day, Virgil and Boost fight has to happen. That's a mandatory fight that we need. We need that fight. And that's all it come down to. Um, Free, you in here? I can't hear Free. Marky.
I can hear you. Can you hear me? Because I can hear you. B3 picks.
Hey, Leo. Hey, Leo.
There you go.
Hey, y'all know that. Y'all better know where that's from. Coming to America, where he was trying to say the shorty name. He was trying to say the shorty name. They pulled up the King Jaffa. They pulled up on his house on McDowell's house, and he was trying to not pronounce the lady's name. He was like, "Hey, Leo, hey, Leo." That shit was funny. Uh, let's get busy. Audio check.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I keep dropping off. But
Salute.
He moving around, man.
I just
Let me ask you this:
go ahead, my bad.
who you got in the Hitchens versus Duarte fight? I can't hear BVO. Y'all can hear him?
No, I can't hear. Keeps cutting
Y'all hear
out.
me?
All right,
I
we can
can
hear
hear
you
you
now.
now. I can hear you now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, for whatever reason, it's having a hard time connecting. 1 second. But no, what would you say? Three, go ahead.
Hitchens and Duarte is going to be on the Ryan versus Barrios undercard. What you think about that matchup?
Another crap fight from Hitchens, man. It's gonna
Mm,
win that fight pretty easy.
mm.
That's the story of his career. And something funny I didn't think about, man. I was talking to Puerto Rican Free and Bernard and Dub last night on the show, and I didn't realize a lot of these dudes is missing their time because they playing games. I mean, everybody's not gonna be a star, but you're not gonna be a star waiting on niggas either. Like, you're just not. Like, I feel like if Boots is as good as he said, if he couldn't get the Virgil fight, man, go fight Bakram. You know Bakram needed to fight at the time. Bakram about to fight Josh Kelly. He's gonna beat him to death. It's that simple. I don't say beat him to death as much because niggas be trying to swagger jack me all the time. So I don't say it as much, but man, Josh Kelly getting beat to death. He get in the ring with Bakram, dog. It's just not even a fight. I'm tired of these overmatched fights, bro. That's why we got Zuffa here now, because they keep giving niggas these overmatched fights, man. Nobody want to see that. It should be Gary Antoine and Hitchens should pay the money to have his opponent move out the way and they unify. That's they've done that before. Why can't we do it now? Y'all pay that dude whatever money he need for his time, and y'all unify. I don't understand why these dudes is like not fighting each other. That's so stupid. Because I'm telling you, Gary Antoine and Hitchens would be a hell of a fight. Hitchens is like a poor man's Devin Haney, man. He really can box. And we'll see what happens with Antoine when he fight another boxer, because he struggled against Pullo. So who knows what'll happen in that case. But that's all we
I
getting. If you
agree.
look at the docket, nothing but trash fights for the next 6 months. Trash this, trash. You be like, what in the world? Ain't nothing even to look forward to, man, other than what you see what my man Usyk is
Well,
doing. Shout out to Usyk, man.
you got Zuffa. They're gonna be debuting their card, but I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be focusing on the UFC for a little bit of time, at least until maybe like May. Like that's the next big boxing fight. I'm intrigued by that Zerto versus Benavidez fight. I'm actually really intrigued. I want to see who wins that fight because Benavidez he been able to do some things with his striking.
You good, Mark? You went out. Free, listen, free must be moving around too. We can't BBO. You on the
I ain't
water.
gonna lie to you, man. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. That fight with Zerto and David, that's an overmatch too. David's gonna beat the dog shit out of him. He's gonna beat him to death. Like, I've seen Zordo, and Zordo is just like Yard. He's gonna be right there to get beat up. That's not gonna be no good fight. I just hope that David take it easy, because if y'all look at how David was beating up Anthony Yard, you would have thought he hated blacks. Man,
Yeah.
he beat the hell out of that dude, man. I'm just being real. That ain't no fight. That's the thing I'm saying with boxing that's kind of sucks. You know we're not getting a fight. It's a doggone shame. People talking about Tank's personal business is like the biggest thing. Even BBO ain't gonna talk about it being on the run. I'm not gonna talk about that. You know what I mean? I know what it's like to be in jail. I don't want nobody to go to jail. That's how you know we rock bottom. When we talking about a dude being in jail, might go to jail. Then I even heard of a report where somebody said his house got raided. That was a lie. I mean, I don't understand, bro. We got the wrong stuff worried about.
Now let me ask you about this. Dang, they talking about Usyk Wilder, man. It's coming up. Um, what's your thoughts on that matchup? What are you hearing about that fight actually coming to fruition?
Well, shout out to the Filipino nation, man. A friend of mine, sorry, not Filipino, Cambodian, my bad, Cambodian. A friend of mine actually is gonna be working on that card. So this is how that card is gonna go, which is cool. I debuted this last night. So Usyk is paying for everything. Usyk's gonna pay Wilder. He gonna pay for the venue, and he's just want. This is like a hometown coming, a homecoming fight or whatever. He hasn't fought in America since he fought Michael Hunter, I believe, and he just want people to come in. So he not even charging for people to come in. They're supposed to be having free food as far as for the people that's there, and it's supposed to be free to watch. So I mean, no matter what happens, this is some Muhammad Ali stuff where you see somebody giving back to the fans, and I don't know if Wilder can do anything. I think Wilder's half dead, but hey, shout out to Usyk for putting on this card July 11th. It's gonna be big, man. You gonna have a dude. You got a dude. They got enough bread to just put a card up because you want to. You know what this remind me of?
Yeah,
Remember,
I've been telling
I
people for
mean,
months that he's got over like 6 billion Ukrainian dollars over his last few fights. So
yeah,
he's
yeah,
chilling. He don't
he's
care
the
about no money.
highest. He's the highest paid fighter in the history of the sport, BBO. I mean, that man made at least reportedly 130 million against Dubois,
hmm
another 100 million against Fury in the second fight. I
hmm
heard reports saying he made 30 against Fury in the first fight. He made 70 against AJ in the rematch and
hmm
20 the first fight. Like, so he just has a stupid amount of money. And what they don't take away from taxes, I mean, Usyk is a minimalist. He's not one of these guys who's out here buying a bunch of cars and a bunch of jewelry and a bunch of property. Well, no, he do got a lot of properties, but
But no,
he got a
I'm
lot of
just saying
liquid.
for him to be on top of the game and just say, I want to give back. He supposed to be giving Deontay Wilder a $8 million payday just because he can. I mean, what more can you say? I'll be honest with you, man. I'm thinking this is not really gonna be a crazy tough fight. But just shout out to Usyk for even taking a break from getting the cheese with Ream Magazine and giving these young upstart. You gotta look into these Cambodian brothers that's doing their thing, man. These brothers is doing their thing, man. They get an opportunity to work with the heavyweight champion. How many people would let you work with them and use their name and all that like he doing? So shout out to Usyk, man. I ain't gonna lie, B3. That's one of the things that really excites me in boxing, man. That and really seeing this, you know, seeing what happened with this if we get this Ja Overtime versus David fight. I think those
Hold
are gonna
on,
be
BBO,
exciting.
my bad, bro.
Go ahead.
Speak about the Cambodian upstart. Is I forgot I didn't hear the name. But I know that Usyk is doing this with a different company. He's not doing this with Turkey.
No, basically what it is I don't want to butcher the name, but basically it's some young kids from the Bay Area. They're gonna have it in San Francisco. I'm not sure if it's gonna be at the Chase Center or not. But basically, he just doing a give back and giving these young kids the opportunity to promote the heavyweight champion. Like back in the day, people don't notice, but when Don King first promoted, Muhammad Ali came to save a free hospital in Cleveland, and Muhammad Ali came. You know what I mean? So
Hmm.
it was dope, man. And that's what you see. That's the Muhammad Ali stuff, giving the young guys a chance.
But that's Silicon Valley, so let's not. He's not doing this for free. They're not going to disclose it, but he's getting paid.
No, I'm sure he's getting paid, but I'm just saying the fact that he's even doing it. That's what I mean. Like
Hmm.
I don't think people understand the whole fun of doing well in life is to be able to help other people. That's the best thing you can do. Is you can come and help other people. You know,
There's a
I
fight for the homeless. There's a lot of homeless out there in San Francisco.
man, there's a lot of homeless everywhere in California.
Yeah, so
So,
that's going. So if you don't have to pay to get in, you can only imagine who's going to be pulling up. They're expecting 150,000.
hey, whatever they do, I just say this: I love boxing. We need something because I'm getting nervous about the heavyweight division now because Moses Tomo don't seem like he's right. That's one thing that's scaring me. It sounds like he got like some type of brain damage. Sound like.
Moses Atama.
Yeah, I don't know if you realize how he see I watch a lot of heavyweight stuff and he's talking different.
Mm, at a young age, he only like 22, right? 21, 22.
He 21.
Damn.
Man. Well, that's where we at now in boxing, man, where you be seeing dudes like they be forgetting like these guys really putting a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into this thing.
Yes.
Now they said Atama was
So
beating
I'm
people up
looking.
in the gym. He was beating a lot of those dudes up.
Yeah, but I think in his case, he's kind of paying for it. You know what I
Mm.
mean? When you got a 50-year-old fighting grown men, 260, 70 pounds, I mean, he fighting AJ's big ass. He's not fighting a little dude. He's fighting some big ass dudes.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm reading up about this guy. His name is Ed Pereira, the guy who's going to be putting on this fight for Usyk and
Mhm.
Wilder. Seems like a pretty ambitious gent. They said he's been working with Turkey for years. That he
Mhm.
was essentially the main driver behind the Madison, the Big Apple card, and how that came together. So you know, I'm excited. We got a new player in the sport of boxing. Hopefully, we're gonna see
Oh,
Usyk
so
put
when it was
Wilder to
going to
bed.
be, so it was so, and when it was going to be Devin main event, they was going to put him in Alcatraz, but then they decided to pivot. So now it's Usyk main event. They doing the Civic Center. I like it. I like the pivot.
No, it got nothing to do with Turkey though. That's the thing.
This
This
is this is Turkey's homeboy.
this is homeboy, but what
Yeah,
I'm
but
saying,
exact nah, this don't got nothing to do with Riyadh. This is his company.
this his
This is
friend
his
trying
marketing
something
firm.
different, trying to do his own thing.
Yeah,
Smart man. Okay, he's separate from that.
I like
He said,
ambitious
Oh, he not
businessmen.
separate from it. He just trying to get his own thing going. He's still working with them. Just like think of it as like Lou DiBella. So you know how Lou DiBella go out and do
right,
it sometimes.
100%.
But that don't mean Lou DiBella ain't top rank. Or when he was PBC one PBC. I want to do
Hmm.
a show on this one day.
Mad Chad.
I think people gotta really understand Lou DiBella get a bad name. Lou DiBella was the only one that was trying to get Deontay Wilder a shot at the undisputed crown. All
Yeah,
those dudes all those dudes y'all showed love to, Shelly Finkel, Al Heyman, them niggas blocked Deontay from it. It was only Lou DiBella who tried to make that fight happen. Only Louis. They was
I remember
blocking.
Wilder. I remember Wilder treated that nigga like he was that man like he was a piece of garbage.
I don't know how you say that when you just see Lou DiBella with the Deontay Wilder and all his kids. You just be talking, bro. You just be talking, bro. You just be talking, bro. Lou DiBella is the one that almost that helped Deontay Wilder get 100 M's. When you seen Deontay Wilder be on that card with Turkey and them, Lou DiBella was a part of getting Deontay Wilder that payday, man.
It might not have been Wilder, but I remember somebody specifically in Wilder's team, or it might have been at PBC, calling Lou DiBella a snake.
It was
I
PBC
remember
that
those
called him a snake.
words.
You right now that you right about that. It's PBC because all it was a stupid feud over when Eddie Hearn got his deal with the zone. He didn't do what he said he was going to do. So Al and Shelly Finkel tried to block him, and it only cost Wilder a chance because he could have beat AJ back then. He could have beat him back then. I mean, can you imagine that fight if it would have been in Wembley? Think about it. We would have never even probably had the Tyson Fury fights. We would have seen AJ and Wilder fight 3 times. That would have been way better than seeing a fat sloppy pig like uh Tyson Fury do nothing but hold. Man, that you talk about Tyson Fury, the luckiest nigga on the planet. That bum nigga that got so many breaks. It's crazy.
now he is about to come back. Who's a good opponent for Tyson Fury? Who you want to see him for? Who you want to see him match up with?
What I'm hearing is probably gonna be against Fabio Worley, so he gonna probably be three or was it the 4-time champ? He gonna whip
I
He gonna
wouldn't
whip
mind.
Fabio's head.
I wouldn't mind seeing the trilogy with Usyk. I thought Fury won
Come
the
on.
second fight.
Oh,
I
you
don't
you a Fury fanatic though.
yeah, I don't think Fury
I ain't no Fury fanatic. Are you crazy?
no Fury I thought Fury won the second fight too, but
Oh,
I mean
come on, y'all are cutting up now. For
no,
real?
really, did you
No,
watch
that
the
was a
fight?
great fight. That
Oh
was a
yeah.
chess match.
He was whooping that's the only dude I ever seen really whooping Usyk's ass. It's really
Now
Derek
that
just
first fight,
Come
that
on,
first
man.
fight was a classic fight. Like that fight really showed me that Usyk is really one of them ones. He got the will like a Evander Holyfield or like a Ali. Cause that 6'8", 280 pound white man was putting hands and feet on him for 3 to 8 rounds. But Usyk, like that determination, that thing that made him say, "Nah, I'm gonna stay in this fight. I'm not gonna back up. I'm gonna keep pressing this dude." And then he almost put Fury through the ropes. That was one of the craziest. I wish I had my reaction recorded, because when Fury was drunk and wobbling around the ring, I was losing my mind. Because we all hate Tyson. I don't know
Fury
what
got the
Big Grit's
most.
talking about.
Fury
I
got the most. He got leniency in sports history when it comes to refereeing. I mean, my God.
I
I mean, he
mean,
should have got stopped. He should have been stopped. And then Wilder definitely stopped him. But let's bring in Mad Chad. Mad Chad, how you feeling? Talk to us.
man, Chad, man, Chad.
Thank God it's Friday, man. Thank God it's Friday.
What's that, Mad Chad? Talk about this Golden Boy situation for me real quick. Like, do you feel like are they done without the zone, or do you believe Oscar when he says he's gonna work with Al Heyman?
I don't believe anything Oscar says. You know, a man in fishnets
Mm,
never to be trusted. And you know,
yeah.
he's a shady character. I'm not taking away nothing from his skills inside the ring, and he's a polarizing figure. But yeah, the whole Virgil, you could see that Virgil wanted the smoke, but immediately after that, when they got in the ring, they had all the momentum. It was Virgil being a businessman and listening to his promoter, which most fighters do. It's all on the fighter. But it's too bad to see it go down like that. But yeah, I'm not a fan. I've never been a fan of promoters. I've been a fan of the fighters, to be honest. And he's a clown. He's a clown. I don't trust anything he says. And if anybody trusts Oscar De La Hoya, I don't know. You got to question who do you trust?
Man, listen, that's a great point. Like, hey, TD said, punch the like button, hit the like, help the channel grow, support the ground. We definitely building. And
I like what Chad said. A
yeah,
man in fishnets is never to be trusted. That is just a factual statement.
You
That's
know,
a
he,
pure
he,
factual
he
statement.
and he is what it is. He's all about Oscar. He's a pretty selfish cat. And even with the falling out with Canelo, you could say what you want, but all that money and you know that these promoters are always trying to get as much milk out of the cow as they can. That they should have been together forever. When you have just really bizarre how Oscar's a shady dude, but like I
But
say,
you
the
remember how the
boxing world's
Canelo
shady.
relationship ended. Canelo
The world's
went out calling
shady.
him a thief and a
Everybody's
crook.
shady. Brothers and sisters are fighting. Marriages falling apart. There's neighborhoods up. Everybody's fighting. Everybody's
Very
shady.
true.
Everybody's cheating. Just check out the college basketball. They got like 37, 38 kids point shaving. All mid-major colleges. But
It was 20 indictments, man, Chad. 20 indictments
just
this past
that's the
week.
tip of the
prize
iceberg.
fighter.
They said the
Talk to us.
CBA, they said the Chinese Basketball Association, which is state owned by the Chinese government, they were influencing these young men to go and do this. I want to see if this stuff go to trial. I want to see all the facts, all the discovery. The Chinese are over here influencing our sports, man, Chad.
Well, since gambling's been legal, it's always been influenced. The bottom line is money influences sports, and if you're a kid playing at a mid major, you've been playing on these AAU teams with all these other kids now making big money, NIL money, and you're stuck at Kennesaw State. You're a Division I school. You don't have to throw the game. All you have to do is say, "Hey, all right, we'll be down by 4 points at half, okay?" And then I can. Then it goes on all the time in the NFL, NBA, Major League Baseball, hockey, horse racing. Any time there's a big purse, a big bag of fun tickets at the end of the event, you have to watch what's going on. People will cheat at Monopoly over
No,
fake money. When you think there's real
I
houses
remember,
and
man,
real
Chad.
boardwalk,
I remember, man, Chad, when it was the Dallas Mavericks. I think they were playing against the Timberwolves that year. The Timberwolves went to the conference finals, and I just needed Derek Jefferson. He had 8 points. I needed him to get to 9 so that my parlay could hit and I could get $800. Okay, this man has the ball in his hands. 12 seconds left. They're about to foul him. He passes the ball to Kyrie, who already had 30 points. You can't tell me, you can't convince me that shit wasn't rigged. You can't tell me or convince me that man wasn't plotting, that they didn't tell him to stay under 8.5. I mean, that was just heartbreaking. But I'm glad that they exposing these crooks, man, Chad.
There'll be crooks tomorrow, crooks today, crooks tomorrow. Just got to keep an eye on them all, you
Well, we
know.
got to
But
fight
yeah,
back
that's why.
against them.
But it's going to be what it is. It's out of my control, out of your control. All you can do is hope the bell rings, you get a good fight, and you might get a knockout and a good decision, whatever it is. You know, with any sport, there's bad calls. But now with all this gambling, now you can just bet on all these prop bets. You know, what round does he go down? Does the fight last 7 rounds? You know, there's all these variables that an athlete or someone in on it doesn't have to actually throw the game. They can throw the prop bet, you know, and there's so much money to be made with, you know, all us degenerates. Everybody wants the money. And, but yeah, with back to Oscar, it's pitiful. It's truly pitiful for just the way that he kind of moves. You know, he's entertaining. Don't get me wrong. A lot of that, whatever he has on there, the Throwback Thursday, whatever he says, but it is what it is. Yeah, not a fan of Oscar De La Hoya.
I agree. He's a punk.
But I don't trust Eddie all that much either. Fast Eddie, I think he's pretty shady too. I think he'd be a hell of a car salesman.
I agree. I mean, Eddie Hearn's already capitulated to TKO and Dana White. Like I remember 2-3 years ago, like Eddie Hearn, any chance he could send a jab Dana White's way, he would do it. Now he's talking like Dana White is like he talking like Dana White is Suge Knight. You know what I'm saying? Like you remember when Suge Knight was at his peak and niggas was jumping off of cliffs to get away from that guy. That's how he treating Dana White right now.
Vanilla Ice was hanging off a cliff because of that guy.
Jeez.
Hey, my good brothers. Listen, this been a hell of a cook. Let me see what else is like there to talk about. Oh yeah, Matt Chad, the Wilder Usyk, right? What's your take on that fight? Do you feel like Wilder should be doing this matchup, or are you with it, or you not for it?
Awful fight for Usyk. I'm a huge Usyk
Smoke
fan.
is
I
in
love
here too.
watching him.
Smoke. I can't hear smoke at all. Hold on.
Awful, awful, awful smoke. It's an awful fight. I mean, it's good money and all, but
Hey,
I
Chad.
don't feel it. I don't think Usyk is challenging himself with this fight. I'm hoping for a big upset. There's nothing more than I'd like to see than Wilder land this straight right and just knock him out. But I
Can
don't
you hear
even know
me?
what the odds are on the fight.
Hey, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
go
go
ahead,
ahead.
Smoke. Happy Friday, brother.
What's good? What's going on, Chad? All right. Since you ain't got no more topics, you walk around the crib.
No,
You need
no,
to.
no. I listen. No, we good. No, hold on. My bad. Because I was on my phone doing something else,
See?
and I messed up because I did bring you in. Listen, you in
Uh-huh.
here, we cooking. Now I gotta ask you about this Virgil Ortiz, Oscar De La Hoya. Um, Man, talk to me, man. Do you feel like it's we hear smoke and mirrors? Some people saying it ain't what it seemed, right? And then other people are saying that it's trouble in paradise, man. Do you believe that Golden Boy is in trouble with the zone? Are they in trouble right now?
Yeah.
Oh my charger. Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of feel like the zone want something and they want to do something else.
Right.
But look like Scrooge McDuck and Huey McDuck real fast. To be truly honest with you. Like, one of the three that, the grandpa, remember, like he got because Donald dropped him off. Yeah, it feel like that. I ain't gonna tell you no lie.
Mm.
I feel like one of those because you
Chad
talk
Ross, what's happening, bro? My
you
bad,
talking
smoke.
about you talking about Earl Spence. Why you talking about Earl Spence for? Like, and if it ain't Earl Spence, you gonna wait for the Fundora fight. Like like what are you talking about here? The zone talking about something. They ain't trying to put on no damn Earl Spence fight.
Now, what the report says and what we're hearing now is that Al Heyman is looking to work with Netflix.
That's taken away from the zone, right? So, Oscar, listen, okay, you can have fights with him over there on Netflix, but
Mm-hmm.
we want the fucking boots. Ortiz fight here.
Yeah.
And that's all we gonna pay you for over there. Like, so if you're gonna take your ball and run over there, go the fuck head on, to be truly honest with you. Or all your fighters gonna stay with you. Because there do come a point where you fight, like the fighters be like, I don't know what the fuck he doing, and then niggas be poaching fighters. We already seen that. So you know what? Let me ask you this. Did you see Keyshawn latest vlog on his off his channel?
I seen a bits and piece of it, not the whole thing. Talk to me.
He walking it like he talking. I mean, did you see the interview they did with the Versace nigga just yesterday?
Nah. I know. I should have watched it.
He
I should have
talking,
watched it, but I
yeah.
didn't.
He walking it like he talking. He talking it like he walking in the gym. Cause I say it like this, right?
Yeah.
I think Jermaine's in way more trouble than T.O. is. Because if they're sparring each other, Keyshawn's athletic, Shakur's technical. I think Jermaine's in way more trouble than Shakur.
Oh yeah. I think that's an understanding because Jermaine is not as physically gifted as Teofimo. So, and plus we seen Jermaine making his cut to 140. I don't think that's gonna be a good look for him. Just to be honest. So we gonna see, man. I think you're right on the money. And Champ Salute, y'all make sure y'all tap in with Champ Ross Pick'em Lee. That's the family. He said he will be in the
Yeah,
building for the Wilder Usyk. But yeah, I got
be
Keyshawn.
free.
Let me
That
look at the line. Let me see if the line is up on that.
yeah, it is. Keyshawn's a good favorite. I think minus 300 or so. You know, with Jermaine, I mean, the kid, if he doesn't want to engage, it's going to be tough for Keyshawn to get him out of there. You know, the kid definitely has some skills. He's went the distance with who? T.O. He's went the distance with Loma. You know, the kid can fight. He's from my neck of the woods. He had a lot of hype there for a minute, but it's kind of died down. But I think he can go the distance with Keyshawn because the kid does have he's an athletic kid. You know,
Yeah, he can
there's
get
no
away.
joke.
He can't get
He
away.
can get away. He
He
could be a negative fighter. He can disengage, and he knows how to
Fair point.
survive. He's real experienced. I think Jermaine Ortiz and Boots Ennis fought a lot in the amateurs. You know, so this kid's been around the game for a quick minute, and you know he's a survivor. You know.
Can you see him winning this fight, or do you feel like he'll just go the distance and Keyshawn attack him?
Absolutely. After Keyshawn Davis, mental to physical, 4-1. Is this kid legit? He left Bomac. You know, I don't know where he was. Last I heard, he was in a locker room causing problems. You know, I'm just saying he missed weight and all that. I don't know where his head's at. Jermaine Ortiz is a professional.
I'm telling
He's
you,
been pretty
Chad,
consistent.
telling you,
He's been in there with way better competition.
Chad,
Good point.
type in Keyshawn Davis just in YouTube, or if you can get to it's DB3.
He not going with.
Yeah.
Listen, I know what to expect with
Listen, wait.
Keyshawn.
Wait. You'll see who he's with now. He's with the people that he started with when he was in the Olympics. Before, when he got the top rank, and they kind of like put him with Bomac in there.
Great point.
That's kind of like how he.
Yeah, they did, and you kind of going backwards. I don't know if you can find a better trainer in the world than Bomac. You know, when he's on game, you want to listen to this guy. He's a scientist. He's an Einstein. He knows the X's and the O's. You know, I don't know if your hometown guy is as good as a trainer to get you prepared at this world class level as Bomac.
We're gonna see,
but it is what it is.
Giving him a shot. He's giving him a shot. He's right there with Shakur. Like him and Shakur are basically trained. Listen to what I'm telling you. They're training together for the exact same opponent. And I feel like if Shakur, nobody can get away more than Shakur. You're right there. I think that when it comes to Jermaine, he's never fought a stalker like Keyshawn. Like Keyshawn can stalk you at a great rate and not get hit and hit you. He's not
I
Boots.
know,
He's no.
amateurs are amateurs and all, but I know the guy's been in there with like world class fighters. You know, like Jermaine Ortiz has fought every kind of style. You know, and he's been in with better competition. I think it's a complete no brainer. Yes, he's come up on the short end of it all, but you know, he's
You
shown to
taking the
me that the
320,
dude's
Chad?
definitely. What's that?
Jermaine Ortiz plus 320 right now. You taking that?
Oh yeah, yeah. That's a good little wager. What is it to go the distance? Because I think the
They don't
fight's
have it
going the
up right now.
distance. I'll tell you that.
Keyshawn minus 450, Jermaine Ortiz plus 320. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that's a live dog there. Just because what was Keyshawn's last performance? I think it was really, really impressive. His last fight that he had, where he came in, and then
Baranchik.
his homecoming into shit. And Baranchik, what a mess. I don't know what you could take away from the Baranchik kid. That I don't even know. I think he beat
But no,
Navarrete,
no,
which I don't know
no.
about.
Listen, we know Baranchik has the awkward style. He was able to beat uh Navarrete,
Which
right?
is awkward as hell. Which is
Yeah, who
definitely
two
a
awkward styles. So you know
discombobulating.
that was an ugly fight. We didn't know if they were gonna give it to Baranchik, and they did give it to him, right? But I'll say this: Keyshawn is a top level fighter, and he's a young
Was
champ.
it Baranchik or Lemos? Who he beat for the belt and then he defended
He
it one
beat he beat Baranchik for the belt. He never defended it. He was supposed to fight De Los
time?
Santos.
So okay, so he beat. So it was Lemos, then Baranchik.
Baranchik, yeah. The
Okay.
Baranchik knockout, that was probably the best performance, but I mean, beating up Baranchik like he did, that was because you gotta understand, this is a guy that's fought for years in the sport of boxing, undefeated, never been stopped.
B3
Hmm?
already said you got to get rid of the old gunslingers or they'll just stick
But
around.
that's what I'm saying. We got to give him credit for that stoppage.
You got
That
to
was a
give
good
him credit.
stoppage.
He stopped him. He didn't go the distance. He got him up. He retired.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
retired Baranchik.
Mm-hmm.
So when and I'm gonna tell you something. Did you see the picture of Shakur and Keyshawn flexing next to each other?
Yeah, I did see that.
What B3?
What's what's up, bro?
Is
I
that,
don't feel like Jermaine. I think he's gonna hurt Jermaine at some point in the fight. That's my premise. I'm already knowing.
saying, bro? That's all I'm saying, bro.
This might not. My whole thing is I'm agreement with Mad Chad though. As being a negative fighter, Jermaine Ortiz is one of the best in the sport of boxing. That's like that can't
How
even be
many times
argued.
Jermaine been knocked out? How many
Yeah, that's what
times
I'm
he
saying.
been knocked
Never.
out?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So he would be doing something. He would definitely be doing something, but how is he gonna fight? Now they're gonna have a great game plan. I'm with you. I'm leaning with Mad Chad. I think Keyshawn will probably edge a decision. But because I think
See,
he's going to be,
yeah.
and maybe even I don't know, man. Because Jermaine can box out of the southpaw stance as well. So
Yeah,
he's a
Jermaine got skill. He's got skill, and if he feels Keyshawn's power and it ain't overwhelming him, he can stand there in the pocket and exchange. You know, the kid knows how to fight. Like I'm saying, this Jermaine Ortiz been fighting since
Hold
a
on, I'm about to
kid,
say
since he was a kid. You know, and like I say, you can pull up him and Boots fighting, and you can watch the fight. You know, Boots is Boots. Boots is a prodigy, so to speak. You know, and you can't take anything away from that, but I'm just letting you all know that this Jermaine Ortiz just ain't a tomato can. You know, I'm not a huge fan of him, but he's highly skilled and he can make it a skill fight. He has skills. He's not Baranchik. He's sharp. He can be sharp. We'll see what happens, but plus whatever, almost plus 400. It's worth a shot for
Yeah,
this kid to pull off the upset. Because, like I'm saying, Keyshawn's coming off a train wreck. I get him looking good against Baranchik, but how long ago was that? His last fight, he didn't fight De Los Santos. He kind of it kind of went real funky there after the fight. And now he's got rid of Bomac. Like I say, I just have Bomac. I follow Husses. You know, you get a real great trainer. Then the Huss owner brings his trainer back to the farm owner that got his Huss ready when he was little. No, you stay with the elite guy. And I see a lot of
red flags going into this fight. And Jermaine Ortiz, you better be on your A game or he's going to win.
You say all that, and I'm gonna
Jermaine Ortiz paying somebody $50 if they can pick if they send him a walkout song and he picks it. What should Jermaine Ortiz
See, he should
walkout
play
song
Link
be?
Ray, the Link Ray song. It's called Link Ray. It's the only instrumental song that they would never play on the radio. It's called Link Ray, but the name of the song is Rumble. It's called Rumble, and it's just a fiery rap song. What did he really say that? Jermaine Ortiz posted that. Someone picked my
On
ring walk song.
Instagram. Mm-hmm.
Well, hit him up. I follow him over there. I'll
Lorenzo
give him the
Simpson said
Rumble Link
Many
Ray.
Men. You know, the Heavy Hitting Diva said one of her songs because, you know, the Heavy Hitting Diva, she's a singer. Dondrick, what's happening? SRG Doubt.
That's cool. More fighters should be interactive like that with their fans. You know, that'd be a cool thing for, Jermaine ain't like a mainliner, but that's a great avenue that these fighters really have to look at to get the publicity, to get a lifelong fan. It's just that's a good move by Jermaine. I think a lot of fighters could learn from that.
1000%. Yeah, I wish I had a song for him. Dondry said who was Bo Mac made really good, really. Well, Jamel Herring, he got Jamel Herring very nice and sharp to win a world title, to get a lot of good wins. And he actually started Terrence Crawford's career. That's crazy, Dondry. Come on, bro, stop it. Where else we at? Smoke, you still in here? Usyk Wilder. Talk to me, man. Is that what's your take on that matchup? And I mean, just the event in itself. BBO was on here, and we was talking with Marky earlier about it. And shout out to the team that's putting the fight on. Do you feel as if it's okay? I mean, like, what's your for Wilder? Like, are you concerned for Wilder's safety? Do you believe he should be taking this fight? I mean, because he's getting up there, and he's been getting kind of beat down the last few fights. I mean, there really haven't been any standout performances in years. The right hand hasn't been landing. Are you concerned for Wilder versus Usyk?
Man, listen, very good payday, very good payday. Don't you worry about heavyweights and how they finish out their career, man. You couldn't tell them not to do this shit any fucking way. So, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
See, I'm a young guy, so I saw the tail end of, we younger, respectfully, right? But I saw the tail end of Muhammad Ali. When I'm just talking about his life.
Ali Holmes should have been someone should have been charged. But that fight,
Right.
they believed in Ali, and he could never get off any punches. But yeah, sometimes it ends not well, and it could
And
end
it's
like that
sad.
because Wilder ain't gonna quit. Wilder ain't gonna quit.
Right. Well, no, he's not. So, Jay Gibson, what's happening, family? I just feel like it's gonna be
How much you getting paid for this fight?
the reports are 18 million.
Because we already heard
Win-win situation. If he doesn't get hurt, it's a win, and you get hurt any fight you ever in, and it's a win-win situation for Wilder. No matter how little of a chance he has going into this fight, whatever the odds may be, upsets happen. Things shock the world, and it would just be what a story if he was to land the bomb, and what an opportunity for Usyk to give it to him. Regardless, I feel it's somewhat of a cherry pick. But what an opportunity Wilder has right now, and talking about him against the world. I mean, no one is giving him a chance, really. Nobody. I haven't heard anybody say, Wilder, I think he has a good shot. I don't know if he has a good shot, but I'm letting everybody know I have not, it could happen. It could happen, and what a story it would be, B3.
Yeah, I feel like that would be a Cinderella type story. And I'm hoping and praying that the
Athlete of the
odds
year.
makers.
He'd be athlete of the year, ESPN athlete of the year. He'd be on the cover of Time magazine. He'd be on all the he would become. Everybody would know who Deontay Wilder is in America if he can pull off this upset. Boxing will be back for a moment if Deontay can pull off the mega upset.
Listen, that's why I'm be honest with y'all. I was hoping that this was a ring card or a turkey card, so Devin Haney could do a co-main event or something like this. This is going to be a huge event, like you saying. Either way, it's supposed to be 150,000 people in the at like the San Francisco City Center for this matchup. So this is going to be. I don't know who's going to broadcast it just yet. It's probably going to be. They say they want 150 million people to be able to watch it. So maybe Netflix will pick this up, right?
Netflix and then there, but who gonna like the commentators probably be the PBC commentator.
Yeah, that'd be fire. I take that. K Abdo bringing them in and Sean Porter. I'll take that. Yeah.
The dude
What's
that
my
be,
guy? What's my other guy's name?
the white guy that be doing the wrestling with the voice that's crazy. You gonna want to have
Mhm.
because he be so he like the Jim Ross of boxing right now. I keep it a buck.
Who's y'all favorite at calling boxing? Is it the PBC
Mm,
right
mm-mm.
now, or is it do y'all like Paulie with Pro Box and Chris, or do y'all like
Nah,
Sergio Mora and Chris Mannix,
mm-mm.
Tim Bradley?
I'm on mute. I mute that. I can't listen to it. A lot of it is so like one way. I don't even really know who's broadcasting. I see their pictures,
Nobody
but I
from
do
the
not
zone.
listen.
Nobody from the zone.
Listen to it.
Nobody from the zone. Not one person from the zone. Because you be if you was watching the Sabril Dalton Smith fight, you would think that Sabril was about to get busy and was getting busy, and then all of a sudden he's laying on his damn back and can't get up. I ain't listening to you, motherfucker.
And I think that once again, there's gambling involved. A lot of these degenerates, they're calling the fight, but yeah, they got money on it, and, and they're kind of like. I hear a lot of local guys. They talk about NBA Finals, NFL. You know, and I know they got money on it. They're like, I'm like, yeah, come
they got
on,
money
bro.
on it the opposite way though. They know who gonna fucking win. They lying to you so they can help make them make more money.
It's all about the money. All about the money ever since the beginning of time.
But
Yeah, that's a big fact. That's a known fact.
like I think that coming up on this card right here, like I wouldn't worry about anything else more than we gonna have a great card to talk about, especially after it.
Yeah, they it's a
I'm
lot.
shocked at Tio. Tio's such a big dog. He's really a sizable underdog.
No, it's not too bad.
But
It's like 255 right now. Hold on, let me look it up. Let me look it up again.
you know, I'm thinking, you
Well, that's
know, plus
255. That ain't
140.
too bad.
I'm be truthfully honest
But
with you.
that's a good dog.
Shakur's a standout.
The fact that
You think
Tio is the underdog anyway is just showing you a totally different day and age. I'll be truly honest with you.
okay? So explain that to me. Tio's plus 225 because he's definitely the smaller man, and we've seen him lose before.
Tio's the smaller guy when it comes to Shakur.
I would say so. I think. Well, I believe so. Yeah, I believe he's gonna be. I believe he's smaller than Shakur. Yeah.
Cool. Tio been fighting way tougher competition than Shakur. Has the better resume. Has the better accolades.
Now let me say this. I'm in agreement with you. All that goes out to that may work on somebody that's a first time champion or just coming on the scene. Shakur is a main event boxer, a decorated amateur Olympian, right? Silver medalist. So that's all well and good, but it's going to be little things that separate who wins this fight, right? I
That's
feel like
cool. But who the fuck has he showcased that on that's on Tio's level? Tio's beating gold medalists. Since you want to use that, he's beat gold medalists. He's beat undisputed fighters.
Hold
And the
on, hold on. So
show,
we hold on, hold on.
no. Let me finish.
Okay.
Let me just finish. Like you talk, and he's the lineal. He's the
Okay.
guy. So the
Okay.
fact that you just have Shakur 2.25 times better than him is fucking crazy.
Now let me ask
I
you two. Let me
agree,
ask you two
Smoke.
questions.
I agree.
Well, Mad Chat, let me ask y'all these then. Have you seen Tiafimo lose?
Yes.
Okay. Have you seen Tiafimo edge 50-50 fights where you thought he lost?
Yeah.
Has Shakur lost, or has he had any 50-50 fights where you thought he was going to lose?
He's had some stinkers. That De Los Santos fight was a stinker.
No.
The Nakatalia, he's had a couple real stinkers. Yeah, some
But
wins,
he
but
still won those in a landslide. The thing is that, and of course we know the De Los Santos fight, he was injured. He was, that, let's be real. It does no, we talking about the betting lines, Carrier. The betting lines, that means for one, there's tape on you. It's some background. Hold on, somebody, it's like a okay, appreciate you, Matt Chat. There's tape on you. So that's what the bookies are saying. We've seen somebody put hands on you before. So we haven't seen nobody do that to Shakur to the point where he was about to lose a fight. So that's the thing. And then Shakur getting this additional 5 pounds in weight, maybe that will also aid him. Maybe not. We got to see, right?
So
But
And
I
you
like
gotta
how
also look
you
at the fact too. They taken the fighting style. They look at
yeah,
Shakur as more of a defensive fighter who doesn't take a lot of chances, so he doesn't leave himself open. And they look at Tio, who takes a lot of chances and leaves himself open. So they look at the fighting style as well.
no, I
yeah.
wasn't gonna talk about that. This is what I'm gonna say. We three think he's slick, right? Because we can excuse if Shakur hand was hurting or not, but we're not gonna excuse when Tio say that he shouldn't let that big ass white boy hit him in the damn chest that damn time, cause fuck the shit up.
No, I'm
No,
not. I'm not looking at
no,
Shakur his
no.
injury.
I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about how B3 threw that in there.
Oh, that's why that was before the Cambosis fight.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't know that. Why would he do that? That was dumb.
that was dumb as hell.
That monster man. I forgot
Yeah,
that I seen it.
that big motherfucker that hit him. He let him hit him in the damn. Yeah, stupid move. Stupid move.
He said that hurt him. That hurt him physically.
That shit hurt, man.
All right, Master.
That shit broke something, bro. I tell you what, go look at it. You tell me.
Hold on. Why did he punch that brother that hard? Hold on. Let me look at this.
Go look at it.
This is stupid, man. I'm about to watch it now.
Word. That's around that time when he was beef, like he was going through a whole lot. I just want you to go look at it. Certain individuals can do shit to you, especially when you and you. Yeah, I want you to see it. I just do think that Jermaine Ortiz is in a lot more danger than Teofimo Lopez is. Because I don't think Jermaine Ortiz is as creative.
I feel like his dad. Hold on. Let me see. I'm watching it now. This is crazy, Smoke.
Remember, that's when niggas was
Who y'all
doing
talking
them.
about? Who y'all talking about?
T.O., remember back in the day, remember a few years ago when niggas was doing that body shot challenge shit?
Oh yeah.
Remember when T.O. took that body shot from like one of the world's most strongest people in the
This
damn?
is Thor, right? This
Yeah.
guy is acts as Thor. But let me say this, right?
and I don't even know if that's the actor Thor. This just looks like a random guy,
No,
big
that's
as hell.
yeah.
Why this dude tell him to go 100%? His people on his side. That's what I'm saying. Like you gotta watch what you do for clout, man. And watch who you do it with because this is the dumbest thing I ever seen in my life. Why would you tell a 6'7" man to punch a little 5'6" guy as hard as he can in his stomach for clicks? Like on T.O. Daddy,
You
uh
have to
T.O. Daddy is here egging it on. This is nuts.
Yeah, because
you
the
have
niggas
to
they
protect.
believe in the hype. They thinking, oh, T.O.'s a professional fighter. This dude ain't a professional fighter. He can't punch like that. He don't know how to punch correctly. No, you don't have to be a professional fighter to knock the wind out of somebody. All you gotta do is hit him. If you can punch hard, you can punch hard. There's a lot of professional fighters that can't punch hard. There's a lot of guys who not professional fighters that can punch extremely hard. I no, I just seen a clip the other night of a girl hit this girl with a clean shot and knocked her out.
I
Oh,
know. Free. Did I
dog,
send you that?
There was multiple shots too, y'all. This
dog,
is not just one shot. They
dog.
he
They need
punched
to
them
put
multiple
her in the
times.
box. They need to put her in the box. She
No,
hit her with a clean
no,
shot.
E3. I think I said some shit to I said some shit to Free.
The
He
light
might
skinned
have seen
girl.
it. And she like the girl was sitting there talking and she threw a right hook so mean that listen, when you talking about out like the girl eyes roll up in the back of her head, yeah. She was like, she was just sitting there talking, and that girl was like, I told you. And then she just kept talking. But like it's a whole nother clip. Like the girl was trying to fight her before, and then you trying to talk. And that girl was like, this is what it looked like when you can fight. And she hit that girl so clean. That right hook, right on her chin. You know what I'm saying? Only problem is she couldn't run. You know, she had them heels on. The police called her. She, but yeah, yeah.
Listen, man, that's what. But I'm saying he gotta be concerned for his own life, Carrier, because at the end of the day, nobody's gonna care about you.
No, I'm not a professional fighter. But even if I was a professional fighter, I am not letting nobody get a clean shot. I don't care if it is to the stomach area. You're not hitting me with a clean shot. I'm not gonna say hit me with your best shot in my stomach. No, that's dumb.
But
So
my
that means
arms above my head
he
too.
can wind up and put everything in it, and you just think, oh, I'll be able to take it. Okay, you're gonna be wondering why you spitting up last week's lunch.
A week later,
Man, these guys, they don't. That's what I'm saying, man. You can't. You gotta have some form of
you gotta have
like you
somebody
saying.
to protect you from this stuff, man. Athletes, listen, the greatest older athlete said, and the guys that was with them, like, hey man, you got to protect them from themselves because these guys think they can do any and everything. Look at what you're paying them to do, what they do. They be definitely believing the motherfucking hype, but you got to keep somebody around them to keep them grounded. So it'd be like, you know what I'm saying? But just being real with you, when like Tio took that damn shot from homie, bro, I was like, oh boy, you definitely did. I when he said he like, yo, I had a collapsed lung, I bet that bro, if you go and look and see what that dude has done in like strongman type of shit, you be like, hell no, you can't yo, I ain't shaking your hand like that too many times, bro. You better give me pound,
Right,
fight it, bro. He could give you pound and lift you off your feet. Especially if y'all done had too many drinks and
bro.
you
I'm
be around
literally.
him. I'm
I
being real
lit
with you, bro. Like, hell no, no.
feels like whew, that was good. He could barely breathe after he hit him, bro.
Bro, you saw he collapsed his lung in that punch.
Mm.
Just saying, like, I get Shakur, your hand was hurting, but but like T.O. did some dumb shit. I ain't excusing it, but I ain't giving neither one of them no excuse. Boy, you did some dumb shit. But T.O. has had better competition, and the competition.
Do you feel like he's gonna win the fight?
T.O. got a 50-50 chance of winning that fight, bro. I told you it's a 50-50 fight. Can't nobody change my mind.
So it's coming. Are you gonna pick a winner? Because we only got a couple weeks.
I picked T.O.
Mm.
Why am I gonna go with everything everybody talking about? I'm not going with that shit.
Wow.
And I've been watching every time Shakur drop his damn shit. But
You feel like, you feel like Shakur, where you feel like Shakur come up short against T.O., just on experience or Wells? Because we might have to put like a friendly 50 on this or something, you know?
experience and athleticism. And I'll be real with you, bro. Like
Athleticism, good point.
athleticism, and I'm gonna be real with you.
But
here's the thing. And when it comes down to patience is Shakur's greatest thing because he don't care about the outside of the shit. T.O.'s a showman.
hey, Kerry, we already got our friendly 25 locked in. That's the only bet I've locked in on Shakur for this matchup. So I got to see how far I want to extend this. I
Yeah,
trust Shakur. I trust Shakur way more than I trust Tiafimo to win this fight. So that's what I'm saying. I ain't gonna extend myself too far. We
but
still
see,
gotta get our monetization, baby.
you talking about trusting some shit. Like gambling ain't trusting. That gambling is gambling. If it wasn't gambling, you wouldn't do it.
But listen, you gotta trust. You gotta the thing. No, hold on. First and foremost, you
Mhm.
gotta make sure you can cover it. Now, if you bet with FanDuel or DraftKings, you gotta put your money up to receive money. Dudes out here ass betting. A lot of people be out here ass betting and then they run away and hide. I can't go nowhere.
If I know
So
something gonna happen, it's gonna be like that.
I gotta make sure I can cover anything I put up. You know what I mean? Anything I say, I gotta cover it.
Nah, fact. Hey, because after Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence, after that fight, man, so many people was looking for people on the internet.
Right.
People shutting their channels down, turning
So,
up. I heard people arguing, threatening each other over the internet, talking about where my money at.
it was a lot of money, Coach Eddie. Them niggas bet a lot. Listen, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Can I tell y'all, man? Earl Spence is his family from New York. And during this, when they was about him and Bud Crawford was finna fight, I was like the only Bud Crawford fan. And these guys like, man, I know his family, man. I work with his cousin, I work with cousin, uncle, did that and the third. Okay. So I bet somebody. In real life, I know him. After Bud beat Earl the way he did, he said, this is the funniest shit I've heard in my life. He said, you used my love for Earl against me. And I was like, what?
Yo, that's funny.
Yo, I said, bro, I told you, Earl fell out of a car, bounced around. Like, yo, he like
But no, that's when you feel bad. Listen, I know the feeling, Smoke, because I did that to Tampa Tommy. Y'all know Tampa Tommy be coming on the show every now and again. Y'all know Tampa Tommy, Coach Tommy Fitness. Hit with the David Benavidez versus David Morrell. Because Tampa Tommy is Cuban, he fell in love with David Morrell. So I was like, I gotta get the friendly, you know what I'm saying? I think it was like Philly. I gotta get it from you. Like, you gonna take it. But I felt bad though. I knew his love for David Morrell would just make him overlook David Benavidez, the
did he pay
monster.
you? Did he pay you?
Of course.
Bro,
Yeah.
this dude tried to tell me that I was like, yo, wait, hold on. What is you talking about? Oh, hold on, bro. I told you not to bet me. You insisted on betting me. And then when I took the bet for $1.50, because you feeling like you got it like that, now you trying to tell me I was wrong and he shouldn't have to pay. I said, niggas, you serious? You gonna try to tell me, oh, now, yeah, I shouldn't have made that bet. What? Okay, cool. Oh wow.
If
So
you would
you
have
know
lost,
I
he would have
care
wanted
about
his
you.
money.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, are you serious, bro? He was like, man, and yo, nigga blocked me on all types of because I seen him splurging on Facebook. I said, damn, you got a lot of money for a nigga that ain't trying to. Oh, I got blocked from all like I was like, oh, I see how that one go. You know what I'm saying? But I don't care. That's why he locked up right now. It is what it is. Karma's a bitch. Just saying. I'll tell you another one. Just because me and homie had stopped talking, we we had a little beef. He gonna go and bet 5,000 on Earl.
Hold
Before
on, what?
listen, before the fight was over, he was just paying niggas cash already. Like round 4 or 5. He was just giving niggas money.
He know it was over with.
He knew it was over with. Then he calls me like, I don't know why I ain't listen to you. And I'm gonna tell you who lined them up too. I was like, yo, why you listen to him, not me? You let him gas you. Eric Kelly. You using Eric, he watched it in Eric Kelly's gym. It just
For
ended up being
real?
dead. Yeah, yeah. I tried to tell him, bro, but because us, unlike any other race, we have a disagreement. You think that, oh man, that nigga don't know nothing about what he talking about. Earl about to do this. Nigga, I've been telling you for years. Earl done fell out that yo, he not ready for Bud Crawford. He not. Bud gonna do him dirty, bro. Trust me. I got kicked out of a birthday barbecue because I turned the nephews against one uncle on the Bud. The one the nigga who didn't pay me, he was like, man, you got to go. He said, yo, big bro, it's your birthday. Get him up out of here. He done turned the nephews against him. I love him to death, but he was like, they was bro, so Earl Spence up here. Like, y'all have no idea. I seen the plug, homie across the street before he got knocked. Plug pulled up in the small Maybach. Man, I just lost 8 grand. Blah, blah, blah. I told the plug, don't bet on Earl, man. If you bet on anything, bet on Bud. He ain't bet at all because he ain't believe me. Right before I went back in the house, the plug pulled up to me. He just lost 8 grand. Plug said, man, homie said, man, I told you not to bet on him. Man, what you talking about? Man, I know people. Blah, 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 blah. Mm-hmm. Some hurt people in the state of New York. They just ain't say nothing. I'm telling you. Because when Earl used to fight the Barclay, listen, I used to make a lot of money because everybody was gone. Everybody was at the Barclay when Earl fought, Tank fought, Sean Porter, Keith Thurman. It felt like home, but definitely every time Earl fought, they definitely was there. So they felt like, I'm telling you, man, they know his people's like that, man. I'm telling you, everybody was betting on Earl. Like, it was a barbershop I couldn't go to for like a month and a half. And when I walked in, they was like, what you doing here? I'm being truthfully honest with you.
You can't make this shit up, man.
I'm telling you, you can't make this. You cannot make this up, bro. Just saying, like, there's some hurt people when they bet, and then so
So
if you
now,
bet, it's FanDuel or it gotta be with somebody that like
right, that you know you're gonna get your bread.
you know you're gonna get your
And it
bread.
would be an amount like you know what I'm saying, like you okay with sending it 20,
I
25
only
bucks,
yeah,
something like that.
bro. Me and Mr. Shelton had that friendly $20 bill. I said Frank gonna knock the old man out. You
Yeah.
know how Mr. Shelton feel about Frank Martin.
Mm-hmm.
I got my $20. It's 20
Yeah.
bucks. It's just a friendly bet. Like you feel how you I like I did the same thing you did. Like I know you don't like Frank, but Frank gonna do this. Just like let's transition. Brian Norman Jr. supposedly be going over there to Derrick James, right? Because how Frank Martin just looked. How you feel about that?
I thought Frank
Well,
Martin was with somebody else.
yeah,
He
Frank
got a
Frank
little
Martin's
betrayal.
with Buddy McGirt.
Yeah.
He was Buddy
Norman
McGirt,
Jr.
right? he still feel like that's a little bit. That's a little bit of that gonna look like.
No, well depend. Well, I'm gonna let Coach Ed go ahead, Coach.
Nah, you right, man. I ain't got no problem with the. Like I say, these brothers, man, they get on the internet and they bet, man. That ain't no good. Because, like I say, if it been the other way around, the shoe been on the other foot, they gonna want their money. So I always say, man, I ain't no gambling man. But people call me all the time, ask me what I think. I tell them they be making money. You know what I'm saying? I just don't bet, man.
Not,
But
I'm
most of
not, you know, Coach Eddie, I'm not betting Deem up like a friendly bet between like guys up here. We all like, man, what's your cash up, man? Let me go ahead and send you this, man. Word. I might gotta go work a couple extra hours, few days. I ain't want to, gotta get up, back hurt. Hey man, I lost that bet, man. We men, right?
yeah, like with BVO, I got a bet. Whenever they make that Virgil Ortiz boost fight, I thought I got $100 on it.
I'm working overtime for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have that already in the cut on a little card or something like. You ain't gonna
and
have
I'm gonna send the money to B3 later. You know he can keep a percentage of it. You know, just go ahead and that's how you do it. You bet, send the money to B3. He hold the money. Then when the fight is over with, he pay out and he keep a percentage of the money. That's how you do it, man.
Man, it was a certain dude on the internet. Just
like
one
that. I
of
like the
them
sound
that
of
was
that.
talking so crazy, and then he bet everybody, and then man, I ain't see that guy till like 8 months later. Pop back on the internet. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna say his name. There's a guy who, like just like Coach Eddie said, channels got shut down. Like, let's not act like we don't know about. Like, I'll say his name. I don't care, man. The boxing pugilist. Like, let's act like he ain't shut his whole channel down. Like. Like he bet so much on that, I know he couldn't be like, man, I ain't paying none of these niggas. I bet, bro. He bet
That's what I'm
so
saying.
much.
You gotta be
See, so you
B3
so
picks powered by FanDuel. Hey.
yeah, you might as well. Yeah, you might as well listen. If you're gonna bet and you're gonna bet big, do it where it's legal, where you know these people can't get mad because they lost out.
1000.
That's a definite carrier. Like people were so hurt. Like, yeah, Black Fight fans shut the channel down for a long time. But I understand the algorithm of YouTube because
Now, but no, and we're gonna pivot though. But just to that point, like
when you
gambling
gotta
has become.
bet. When you betting, man, don't bet on YouTube unless you know you're
Listen,
gonna get your bread back.
if you're gonna do anything, you do it responsibly, right? With anything you do, but listen, leave that betting alone. My whole thing is that like
no bet on
I'm moving
FanDuel.
away. I'm moving away from it because God
What's
ain't
the
in
other
it.
one? What's the
And
other what's the
now,
other
if you do
bet on?
friendly stuff with your homies, that's one thing. But
No. You bet on like FanDuel. What's the other major platform that you bet?
DraftKings, Bet three
Yeah,
sixty
that's where you
five, Bet
bet. Yeah,
GMGM, yeah,
yeah,
do that, yeah, because
yeah.
that way you can
That's
get
where you
decent
bet.
odds and different things. Right,
Yeah, that's where you bet.
But in all intents and purposes, those odds will trick you too. You know what
That's
I'm saying?
cool.
So
That's cool because if you win, you're gonna get paid.
at
You
the
ain't
end of the
gotta
day,
you ain't
I
gotta
got
chase none of them people down to get your money. Like it's gonna hit your account just the way when you gave it to them, they took it from your damn account. Same way. Don't bet on YouTube unless you know like these people gonna pay you back. But bet on that junk, like you know what I'm saying? And don't get caught into the yelling and the screaming because man, that person behind the damn mic sweating and just yelling just to make sure that he get his damn point across. Bet on FanDuel and DraftKings and whatever else that you know where you're gonna get your bread back. Or if you bet somebody, make sure you ain't got to send nobody no bread. It's man 20, 40, maybe $50. And then you know, if you don't get paid, because then I seen so much junk happen, like just don't even do it. It ain't worth it. Check, man. Listen.
I'm right there. I'm in full agreement. Now we got to pivot back real quick to the Norman Jr.
being with Derrick James. I like that fit. Shout out to Adrian Clark, Jolene Mazone, and B Norman Sr. I hit B Norman Sr. up on IG, just letting him know he did a hell of a job with his son, and he's still doing a hell of a job.
Why he take a shot at Derrick James?
Nah, he took a shot. I didn't see that. Oh, he said he wasn't gonna be his second.
Said it wasn't gonna be his. He wasn't gonna be second.
Yeah, yeah.
Nobody
Now here's the
ruined.
thing. Now,
Hold on, wait. He said it wouldn't be second to nobody who ruined Earl Spencer's career.
oh, he did. He did. He said that.
I think he took that shot. Somebody sent me something.
Mm.
Maybe he was making fun or something, but maybe not. I could be wrong. Could be wrong, but kind of look like, yeah.
Mm. My bad for the dead air, dead silence. My bad. Carrie said, "Be Norman Senior." Oh, come on now. Listen, he got his son to world champion. Got him a huge payday with Devin Haney. Sold the fight for the public. Pretty much the second after Bud versus Canelo, the second most anticipated fight in 2025. So at the end of the day, Norman Dream will be champion again. And Norman Senior, he can talk all the junk he want to talk. His son is world champion. I'm being world champion, and I like the fact that he's still out here letting people know, um, you know what I'm saying, F you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't did what I did.
I did
You know
like
what I'm saying?
he got his swag. Like
Yeah, it's like,
I ain't talking about Brian Norman Jr. Like I think Senior, if you want to prove it, because I'm gonna say this. I've been networking and I've been on like few channels like certain times during the hour and shit. When Floyd Senior didn't have Floyd Mayweather Jr. anymore, right? Let's be real. The best Oscar De La Hoya ever looked was with who?
Floyd Senior.
Floyd Senior, right? So
Yeah.
you know, there's that line, that whole, niggas said they made Hov, okay, make another Hov. So when it came to it, Senior, just get with somebody else and prove that you are a real trainer. Like when you training your son and you ain't training nobody else, like you feel me? Like you gotta be able to like move on and shit like that. Because like I'll say this, Floyd's my favorite fighter. So I do know that the way that people make it seem like Roger was just like after Floyd Senior went to jail, Roger was just like, yeah, I'm gonna take him. No, people don't know that Roger was like, man, I can't do this shit, and send him to a damn white man for a couple years until Floyd turned pro and came back as a grown man. Then Roger could deal with him because he ain't have to worry about his every move. See, that's different, man. And then as soon as, then it wasn't just Roger, it was Jeff too. And then when Senior came home, he took back control until Floyd like, man, I'm a grown man. I can't do this. I like it better when I was with. See, it's different when you dealing with outside the ring shit. Like that's when I was telling people. That's why I was telling people, when it comes to Tiger and why he looked so good against Flaws, is because this is why I'm gonna give Keyshawn some grace. He going back home, and that's what Tiger did. He went back home before he got poached. And the guy that poached you looking at a guy like Coach Eddie. Where you at, real quick? Let me ask you this real quick, man. Cause I know you got to know better than anybody. I gotta ask you this one.
Coach Eddie.
I definitely got to ask him this one because B3, if you was a fighter
Mhm.
and the guy in your corner owes you money and he living with you, this is like you're living off your expenses, basically. The guy, like, how you gonna listen to him?
It's gonna be some turmoil for sure.
It's
It's
going,
not gonna be all peachy.
not to mention Jarrett last fight, the same coach in there, and it's the same thing. When you was looking at Jarrett, like, yo, what the hell wrong with him? He just is, bro. When you gonna pay me my bread?
So Prentice owed Tiger bread.
And Jarrett.
Wait a minute. How, you talking about the trainer borrowed the money from the fighters?
Yes.
Dang, he must have been shooting bad, man.
See but he in your corner.
Yeah.
He in your corner. See, I couldn't talk about this a minute, but I had to wait until everything. And when you see these guys, they're not gonna be with him, or if they do, it's been. But this, when you saw the difference when Tiger was with Prentice, and we was like, man, what the hell wrong with Tiger? Because especially like the fight before, Tiger looked great. Then that fight, we were like, what the hell Tiger doing? Then the fight after with Flies, and Flies is a dog, and Tiger just dismantled him. Like, what the hell was different? Did you notice that Prentice wasn't in there at all?
Yeah, that was crazy.
You see the crispiness, right? And Tiger like taking instructions from his corner and doing what he's supposed to, and then everybody like, I don't know about Tiger, man. Tiger, like he needed, nah, man. It was some turmoil, man. Like when I heard, I was like, yo, I can't say nothing till he said, man, wait till these niggas fight again, and he not like so. Prentice not even training Tiger little brother no more. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Like, everybody got to be on some shit. Just not him. Like, whoever, like when we was watching Jared fight, and he was just non-compliant in the corner with Tiger. Not Tiger, but Prentice. He was just non-compliant at all. Same difference. Your corner got to be straight, man. Whether y'all arguing about whatever. Like Shane Mosley, his dad was great. But Shane was just like, I can't deal with this shit. Roy Jones Jr., his dad, I'm a grown man. You just ain't gonna be doing like I pay you. Sometimes the shit got separate.
They always try to tell me that Devin is that good of a fighter that Bill can't really
Sometimes it works.
you know what I'm saying?
I mean, sometimes
Hey, B3. But check this out, man.
Go ahead, coach.
You take a guy like Devin. Devin's an excellent fighter, man. Some guys like Floyd was like that. Floyd Senior was like that. I mean, Junior was like that too, man. All you had to do, Floyd, Ryder used to tell Floyd, man, just keep doing what you're doing. Go out there and box him. That was it. Them were the instructions. It wasn't no step around here, wait for this man to throw a shot, then throw your combination. No, keep boxing him, Floyd. Keep effing him up. You effing him up, Floyd. That's all Ryder used to say. Go out there. Am I right? Am I right? Am I wrong, man?
No, you're right, because the game plan was already set in stone in training camp. Why I gotta, like Coach Eddie, why I gotta keep telling you this? I'm like, you're a grown man, right?
Yeah, that's fact. That's what I'm saying. You don't have time to have a training camp in the corner, bro. You literally got 60 seconds. The first 10 to 15 seconds is you got to get the fighter cool down. You got to get his mouthpiece out. You got to give him some water. You got to put some grease on his eye. If his nose bleed, you got to clean his nose up. That's 30 seconds right there. You can't have no training camp in the middle of no goddamn corner, man.
You got 30
seconds. The fighter just got hurt. Then you got to revive him. You got rub on his head, no diddy, put some water on him. You got to pour some water down his trunk to wake him up a little bit. You got to make sure he's breathing right. You ain't got time to have no training camp in no corner, man.
Nope. You got 15 seconds to tell him, hey, stay away, get your mind, get your composure right, and then you can see. You got to wait till the next round if he get hurt to tell him any instructions. Hopefully, and he remember anything from what you did in training camp, and then every round, if you like, you got 30 to 15 seconds to tell him what you see, and you got to hope that only one mouth is telling them, one voice, because everybody be trying to say what they damn trying to say. It's only 30 seconds, man. Real talk.
You ain't got that time. Just like if you listen to Bill instructions are simple. Their instructions are simple. Or Mickey Bay may say something on the way out, but Bill leave an opportunity for Mickey to say something. So Bill will say something, and then Bill will look over at Mickey, and then Mickey will say something to Dev, and that's about it. But see, they know that's their corner. They don't talk about, hey, this is how the corner gonna work.
Same way with
then I'm gonna give you an opportunity to say what you got to say.
Yes. Same way with Bud and them. Same way with Tank and them. Same way with listen. Here's the thing. When the guy you looking at, y'all got conflict on some other shit. Like, nigga, you owe me money, but I see you posting. It's different. Like, man, fuck what you talking about. It's like that. So, and I'm not saying that's nothing like that with Brian Norman Sr. I'm just saying, like, at a certain point where like there's conflict, like, not to say that like Floyd, like, what he had 15, 20 year with Roger, and then when you add it up, he got like a 10 to 15 year with Senior.
Hey,
once Roger got sick, like Senior came back for the major fights. Senior was back for the major fights. He was back for money made, like during the Pretty Boy Floyd. When he was like, man, I like, man, he let him go. Like, Senior was out there, still doing his thing, hustling, making sure he stayed like he was. He still would show up to Floyd fights and coach from the damn front row. But when Roger, start slowing down, getting sick, that's when I started seeing like the greatness of Floyd Senior, because I remember when during one All Access, or you know what I'm saying, Senior was like, Floyd, you done. You're like, what you talking about? He said, you done.
Yeah, my brother Kerry said, I like this. He said Bill Haney's a Hall of Fame coach. Are there coaches that y'all remember or know of in the Hall of Fame, or great coaches that only had one champion?
Now I can't say that Bill Haney's a Hall of Fame coach. A Hall of Fame coach is somebody like an Eddie Futch. That's a Hall of Fame coach because he had multiple guys.
Yeah, you say like when you say Angelo Dundee, right? Like maybe he attached his name to
guy like Customato,
yeah,
Angelo Dundee.
Like,
You had a guy like Tommy Brooks, even Ronnie Shields. I mean, all them guys had good fighters.
Yeah, Ronnie
man.
Shields is
Did
gonna
they
be
have
in
multiple
there.
champs?
Yeah,
Derrick James.
Derrick
James, good trainer.
What's his name? I don't want to disrespect, but who's got Parkinson's? What's his name?
Freddie Roach.
Freddie Roach. Yeah, Freddie Roach is gonna be in there. Like
Robert Garcia.
Robert Garcia. Here's the thing, like, I don't know, because, bro, I don't know if either Mayweather coach ever got trainer of
He finally got in, but see, Senior also trained Oscar De La Hoya. Oscar De La Hoya said Floyd Senior the best trainer he ever had, man.
Okay, but here's the thing. When we talk about women's boxing, right? And it comes to probably the greatest women's boxer of all time, until Clarissa, we allow her to pass her on some like some Michael Jordan, LeBron James shit. Layla Ali was trained by who?
Roger Mayweather. I mean, Mayweather, no Mayweather, if I remember correctly.
She was trained by Roger.
And then Yaya McClain, he got with it. No, he married her. So Yaya, he from Atlanta. They got married, and he was a trainer for a while.
So so when you talk about like, can Roger spread out? Yeah, like I remember watching the Mayweather channel, right? And y'all remember that girl that was supposed to be the shit in boxing, but she just went a whole nother way. When it comes to the Mayweather channel, like there was a lot that Roger was training that they just, I mean, I guess they were doing it because Roger was training Floyd and he trained Floyd for so long, but there was a lot. But outside of like I get it, outside of Floyd, but bro, you was the one in the corner that be like Floyd said, yo, there's no Floyd was always saying the greatest trainer in the world is Roger Mayweather. It is what it is. And if you look at him away, that's different. And then when
I remember when because Floyd Senior, he also trained Mickey Bay.
He
trained Andrew Tabiti. I don't know if y'all remember that guy, the cruiserweight. Tabiti.
He trained Devin Haney.
He trained Debo there. He worked with Ricky Hatton for a few fights. They had some success. But then I remember when he got knocked out by Pacquiao, Floyd Senior, man, he tripped me out. He told Ricky Hatton he needed to retire right there in the ring. He said you need to retire.
Word of mother. Listen, Floyd Senior was like, Floyd was like, see, that's why I don't like when people say that Floyd Senior wasn't a great trainer, because okay, what did everybody else do for the trainer when they got fired? They faded to black and just took the bread that came from being the dad. Floyd Senior went out there and got that bread. He had a Maybach on his own. He was always fly, always had a young one. He ain't built like, you know what I'm saying? So I think that Bill, on some real shit, he definitely seen the damn Floyd Senior damn path and was like, I'm always gonna be a hustler no matter what, because you see how he worked with Jermaine Ortiz and other fighters like that. But when it comes to this father-son thing, it's a touchy subject, and I think that, maybe 2-3 fights in, maybe Brian Norman Sr., he'll pop back up, he calmed down, everything, everything. But if not, also, a lot of people don't know. Maybe Coach Eddie know. Kenny been working with a lot of people's favorite fighters. And when I say Kenny,
Senior?
Yeah. No, Kenny Porter. Sean Porter,
Kenny.
dad. Yeah, Kenny been working with a lot of your favorite fighters. Kenny ain't jumping on podcasts to tell you that. So you can
Mike Stafford was a good trainer, man. A lot of people forget about Mike Stafford.
Yeah, that's right.
That was Adrian Bronner training. He had all them boys. He had the Warren, was she Warren or whatever, the one that kept going to the Olympics. He trained all them guys, man. One of the best amateur coaches and a professional coach, Mike Stafford, was a good trainer, man.
So
see, a lot of times, the black trainer, they don't get they just due. You know what I'm saying? They don't get their just due, man. It's a lot of good trainers out there, man. Barry Hunter was a good trainer. See what he did with the Peterson brothers, man. He took both brothers to world championship, man. He worked with Kevin Cunningham, a good trainer, man. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them brothers, a lot of good trainers out there, man. Now they got different approaches. Kevin Cunningham was more of a military guy, disciplinary, but sometimes that's what, man. You need that type of guy in your corner. If you got a fighter, sometimes that you got to kick their back in order to get them to do what they want them to do. Now, like I say, as far as Senior, man, Brian Norman Senior, I think it was more than just a fight. I think they had some stuff going on even before the fight, man, because really, man, if you just lose to one of the best fighters in the world, man, that don't just necessarily mean, hey, man, you go fire your trainer, man. That's first time y'all lost, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's some other stuff that was going on besides the fight that led to that, separation.
Maybe,
you know what I mean? Because you can always go back to the drawing board, but okay, man, we came much short.
Maybe
Let's go
too
see
much
what we can get tighten
podcasting.
up and get better.
Maybe too many interviews on Mill City.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was some other stuff. It was some other stuff besides the fight. It wasn't just beside the fight. It was everything that was going on. The interviews, the back and forth, the arguing with the fans, the getting into it with random people on the internet for 3 and 4 hours, the distractions coming around the camp, all that stuff played a part of it, man. So, like I said, if all that stuff wouldn't have happened, they probably would have took their law, went back to the drawing board, and came back, tried again. Because either way, Derrick James gonna get the credit because the next person that Brian Norman fight ain't gonna be nowhere near the level of Devin Haney. So of course he gonna look good. Of course he gonna knock this dude out. Then they gonna say he back. It's not necessarily that he's back. It's just you just fighting a lesser guy. You see what I'm saying? You fighting a lesser opponent. Devin Haney is a powerful pound talent, so you ain't gonna fight another Devin Haney. You ain't gonna fight a guy. They got that ring IQ that can disarm you like that. The next guy you fight is probably gonna be a softer touch. So of course you're gonna look good. And all that's part of the perception. That's part of the rebuilding process. Same thing they did with AJ. AJ looked good up under Derrick James. He switched over to Ben Davis and he got flipped over. If he would have stayed with Derrick James, he probably wouldn't have got flipped. He probably would have beat Danny Dubois because his defense would have been on point.
I don't think that Jermaine Taylor should have ever left his first trainer to go with I don't care how much of a legendary trainer he was. Get down.
Oh, Stewart, Manuel Stewart, yeah.
Yeah, I think because when he got to Manuel Stewart, he got tamed, and that's how he got his ass whipped like that. But I'll say this. I hate to say that there's probably other fighters that anybody can name, but he had a movie named after him, man. The Fighter. Mickey Ward, hey, listen, he had to go away from his brother and his mother for a while before they realized, and then, you can come back and it becomes one of them things where it can work, but certain people, you can't work with them forever, man. Like, you outgrow them or they just don't meet your game plan. Like, they're detrimental to you. It is like that. Yeah, Emmanuel Stewart was outstanding, but not for Jermaine Taylor. He tamed Jermaine Taylor because Jermaine Taylor won the belt without Emmanuel Stewart. And then I guess if he felt like he didn't want to pay the guys that he was with the money that he felt like, I don't know how that, but he went with Emmanuel Stewart, and then he just, look, because Emmanuel Stewart's not going to hold your hand and be around you. The guys that was with him was keeping him accountable. And it was like Emmanuel Stewart is like, yo, bro, like, you're one of the guys, like, who I got on my roster, who I had on my roster, like, you're lucky that I'm even allowing you to pay me to do some shit like that.
Yeah, where's my 10% at? Make sure you got my 10%. That's the thing. Even Carissa Shields did the same thing. These fighters, they come over, they amateur coaches, and then as soon as they start making a little money, they switch and want to go with a celebrity coach because they can't see themselves paying somebody who been doing the job free for 15 years. This man is working for you for free for years. And now you got to pay him. Oh, no, I can't pay you. Who are you?
Same way you about to get paid, he need to get paid.
But that's how these fighters do. Carissa Shields did the same thing. She went with my man. What's my man name? They used to train with Bernard Hopkins. Had the ponytail, David Jackson.
Yeah.
She ain't made no significant improvement on the David Jackson. She hasn't. Keep it 100.
See?
She hasn't. She ain't knocking nobody out. She ain't doing nothing different. Matter of fact, she getting worse because she getting out of shape. David Jackson let do whatever he want to do because he getting a payday. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't gonna say nothing to her. He ain't gonna say. The other coach be like, "Hey, girl, you need to go on. You picking up a little bit of weight." David ain't gonna say that. David gonna get that check because he already know ain't nobody out there that can beat her anyway, so it don't matter. You know what I'm saying? It don't matter. Ain't nobody. Yeah, ain't nobody that can beat you.
What's his name? James Kirkland. Like when he was with homegirl, she held him accountable. And then like when he came home, he worked with her. And then when he got the Canelo fight, what'd he do? Shit on her. Had some bum ass nigga coming like I ain't never heard of, work with him. What happened to him? He became a meme for Canelo. James Kirkland, he's a meme for like he's the best. He's one of the best. Like if you want to see what Canelo looked like and his best is knocking out bums, James Kirkland fight. Just look at it. The whole fight. You ain't even got to look for the highlights. Just look for the fight. He just beat him. Like, yeah. James Kirk, yeah. Under Ann Wolf, when he was paying her, yeah. Just like me and Coach talking about. But when it came time and he got that Canelo fight and she was looking for that same percentage, he wouldn't have found some random ass motherfucker.
And them dudes is gonna take whatever. You know what I'm saying? Instead of he probably took a flat fee instead of going for the percentage. So that's the same thing that Triple G did when he with Abel Sanchez. Soon they got to the bag, kicked him to the curb. Danny Jacobs did the same thing. Soon as he got the bag, he kicked Andre Rozier to the curb.
Like preach, coach, on some real shit. Like it's different when it's internal, and then when you don't want to pay. Like Coach said, it could be some shit like where Brian's Jr. may feel like, man, you trying to act like you damn better than me, or just as popular as me. Like you need to be sitting back and then like paying attention to me way more. So if you're gonna do what you're doing, I might as well put you like second fiddle. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna be out here on the YouTube streets. But it ain't got I don't think got nothing to do with the bread. Like the bread gonna always that's different. This is to my career, and I think you need to focus more on me. Maybe learn from somewhere else, and then maybe we can get back to it after I get done with Derrick James. But I don't think you should be spazzing out. Talking about you ain't gonna, like going on Mill City and talking about this, that, and the third. Like just respect my decision real quick, Pops. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm right. We'll get back to it later. It is what it is.
Nah, that's it, brother. That's how I go. That's the game, man. That is the game. You know what I'm saying? I heard y'all talking about the Shakur and Theo matchup, man. No, that's right around the corner, man. That's like what 2 weeks from now, pretty much. 2 weeks, we got another great card. I'm looking forward to that whole card, man. Now, Shakur and T.O., man, to me, T.O.'s checking more boxes. Now, I know Shakur's the betting favorite. I know he's the Las Vegas.
I'm picking T.O. to win that fight. I'm picking T.O. to win that fight.
Yeah, he's checking more boxes, man. If you put the categories side by side, to me, T.O. got more checks on his side than Shakur got on his side. Now that don't mean that necessarily he's gonna win the fight. I'm just saying he's checking the boxes though. Now, and it's some question marks over there in Shakur's boxes, but he got an opportunity to answer them questions. January 31st, he can answer those questions. You know what I mean? So that's what it's all about. It's about answering questions. I think he's seen when Devin fight Brian Norman Jr., that kind of put a battery in Shakur back. He's like, wait a minute, you going in fighting this undefeated knockout artist. Hold on, I got to step my game up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
One thing you said you want to say about Dale though, he'll fight. Seems like he'll fight by anybody, man. What it seems like, as long as the money's right. Now, if the money ain't right, he ain't gonna fight you. But if the money's right, he gonna get in the ring.
1000%. Do you feel like he should be trying to get on this Usyk Wilder, or should he be looking for his own main event?
Have they finalized the card yet?
I haven't heard. I haven't heard that they have. All we heard of
So,
is Usyk Wilder in San Francisco Center.
now I heard that Devin, even though he was the co-main event, he was the highest paid fighter on the card. That's what I heard now.
Yeah, I mean that's
So
known. Yeah, that's a known.
yeah, so
That's
with
known.
Dale, I think with him, man, it's more about the bread than anything else, man. I don't
Stick with
really
the
think
money.
it. Yeah, I don't think his ego is so like, oh, I got to be the main event. He don't care. He look at that man. Look, long I'm getting paid what I'm supposed to get paid, man. I don't care if I fight first, man. As long as the check, long as the check clear. You know what I mean? That that's how Dale strike me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it would be nice if they could get the Irish Lewis Crocker, but it looks like Eddie is going to be play hardball with Jack Catterall, Lewis Crocker, Conor Ben, all of his fighters. He's keeping them
Hey,
all out of the Devin Haney
but
business right
really,
now.
he's doing the right thing though. From a business standpoint, he's doing the right thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, regardless of how we feel about the fight, regardless of how the fans feel, from a business standpoint, he's doing what's in his best interest. If you a businessman, you're gonna do whatever that's in favor of your business. You ain't gonna be trying to satisfy no fans, care what nobody say. I'm gonna do what's best for me. And the thing about it, you got to remember, Eddie Hearns has been he does talk a lot of crap, but he's also been crapped on by a lot of people too. So you probably see like Edgar Berlanga talk bad about him, Devin Haney talk bad about him. So these guys remember that stuff. You know what I'm saying? So like, nah, okay, I see you talking now, but that's all right though. Because one day I'm gonna have something that you want and you need, and then I ain't gonna do business with you. And that's all. That's a lot of times it do be personal. You know what I'm saying? Like, like I said, my man Eddie Hearns, he obligated to Devin Haney by no shape, form, or fashion. That's not his fighter. I don't have to do business with you at all if I don't want to. I can keep everything in house, just like Al Heyman used to do, which is smart on Al Heyman's behalf. That's why the PBC was prosperous at one point in time. Because everything they did was man, all the fighters were in house. They were fighting each other. So no matter what, the belt stayed over there on the outside. The belt stayed in the house. The fights were in house. They were easy to make. So at the end of the day, it's all about the business, man. That's all. That's what it's all about. That's the business of boxing. And unfortunately, it may take. Dev's not going to be able to get all these belts as quickly as he wants to. It may take him 2 years to collect all these belts. You know what I'm saying? Now it usually does take about that long to unify a division. Look how long the heavyweight division took to unify. What, like 20 something years? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Lennox Lewis was the last heavy unification match. Then
And the
now
last
it's Tyson
undisputed,
Fury.
yeah,
Yeah,
yep,
it took 20 something years, man.
right.
So it may take them, 2-3 years to unify that division because it don't. Only person that happened quick for like that was like guys like Monster Inoue because there's not a lot of fighters down there. He's a big draw, so he's able to pay these guys. He's basically buy these guys' belt. He makes them an offer they can't refuse. They get in the ring with, just like Cool Boy Steph. He paid him more money than he ever seen, and he went over there. Same thing with Canelo. Canelo bought those guys belts because he paid them dudes life-changing money. 8 million, 10 million, $12 million. They sold their belt, man. Plain and simple. See, Dev, unfortunately, I don't think he had that type of spending power where he can pay these guys the amount of money that they can't refuse. In other words, you're making a man an offer he can't refuse. If you raise that dollar, you put some more zeros behind that comma. Now you're making a man an offer he can't refuse. Of course, he's gonna get in the ring with you. You know what I mean? But that's how it goes, bro. That's the business of boxing, man.
Yeah, it is, coach. That's a fact. It definitely is. Listen, we got a lot to look forward to in the upcoming weeks. And we had another fire show today, B3 Picks TV. We definitely building. Don't hesitate to support the channel, help the channel grow. Bless the cash app. Jason, we building. We almost locked in our monetization. Hopefully, we'll get word soon. I had issues putting in the application because of the technology or whatever, and now it's still in review. So hopefully, we'll have word here in the next few days. and then we'll go from there. Outside of that, we do have Andy Cruz versus Raymond Mortaya next week. We were supposed to have Moses. Moses is injured. There's some concerns about Moses. Matt Chad said he's too inactive. That was a concern, and BBO also mentioned that he's hearing slurred speech from Moses, and he's not liking that. So hopefully Moses is going to be okay as a 21-year-old young fighter to give us the career that we're really looking for, or at least some big fights, a Fabio Wardley, a AJ, maybe a Fury fight, anything, from the young fighter before his career is derailed. That would be awful. So outside of that, man, we definitely be back. And this weekend, well, today we have the Golden Boy card. Manny Flores, Gucci Manny Flores to be fighting Jorge Chavez. So y'all check that out. That is a DAZN card. It's supposed to be a one-off, but hopefully they do lock in a new agreement with DAZN and or combine with PBC to do Netflix. We talked about a lot on this card for sure. Not well. Listen, I salute the Blue. I see Blue pulling up. Now, Blue, I gotta run. Listen, we building, right? We'll be back next week to have another great show. We're gonna cook again. Listen, y'all watch boxing, y'all support boxing, but also enjoy your families this weekend. It's a light weekend. We're gonna be back for the Andy Cruz next week. That's gonna be a fire fight. And then Shakur and Tio after that. Shout out to the Sports Hall Network, the People's Network, and appreciate all the supporters. Everybody's in the chat. Carrier, Angie, baby, Vay. Everybody's always pulling up. The Styles by Miss K. Danae was in here showing so much love today. We definitely working, and we gone.
All right, is you motherfuckers finished? Y'all finished? You silly motherfuckers. You got to be soldiers, all right? Soldiers. Not clowns, goddammit. Drive, and you shut the fuck up.